nigga's daddy's a dope fiend. His brother, a nigga named Booger Brim, that got rolled up. Big U and them rolled him up off the bar. PC him up. It's real shit. This just what you dealing with. Get that lady in here, bro. Who got the wrote the jokes? Some Jones shit.
Hey, oh yeah, y'all can see me. What up, Cuban?
Lewis, what up?
Speedy!
God, what's
What's
up,
up,
my
Ghost
God?
Man?
What's up, my boy?
Yes, sir.
What y'all got going?
Oh man,
Shit.
we just
Where
getting
where
started.
the where the lady at?
Did you sent it to her?
I thought I sent it to our group text. I think I did. I thought I did. I don't know. She been on me. That nigga 6'9" out his mind. This nigga
Yeah.
FaceTime me. This nigga
It's-
FaceTime me, bro. Talking about he got a pet alligator.
A pet
The
alligator.
alligator Instagram page that got 60,000 people and 4 million
Terrible.
views. The nigga
Six, what's
goes
happening?
out there calling the alligator's name. Talk about he got 2 turtle friends. I said, yeah, all right, pet alligator. We gonna see. Where she at, Luce?
I don't know. Shit, I thought she was gonna be the first one on here. Hold on.
Yeah, send her the shit. I
600,
talked
what
to
up?
Man, chilling.
uh
You know,
I
fresh as I'm
talked
is.
I talked to Rick Rock.
Oh, you talked to him? What'd he say?
He called me with somebody else on the phone, and they starting to realize that Jay Reed been lying.
See, they tricked him, bro. And I thought, I'm gonna be
They,
real. I thought Rick Rock was more like, savvy, witty, sharp. You know what I'm saying? Just by the conversation that me and you talked about it, man. How he talked and how everything. I thought dude was like a sharp dude, bro. Like how you getting hoodwinked by them? It's like they feeding him all kind of BS, and he just running with it, not
I think he
verifying it,
blinded. He
not
blinded by the
caring
views.
about, not caring about his name,
they
what he
tricked
done
the
built,
fuck out of that nigga, bro.
and that nigga just ran with it, bro.
But
Oh,
Six, you got to realize this, bro. Rick Rock is blinded by the potential of clout and views,
Street
bro.
niggas don't get, listen, bro. Real street niggas like that, we're the one, we blind niggas. We don't get blinded.
Well, he got blinded. He got blinded. We
That's what I'm
can't say
saying.
that. He got blinded.
Facts,
Bro, listen,
facts.
we do the blinding.
Not this
I thought
time.
hey, didn't he called Whack apologizing, right?
No, he called me and told me that he realizing that the nigga Jay Reed lied to him. He
So
got
what did
some
he?
dude on the phone. He sounded like that dude, bro, but I don't think it was him. Loose. It sounded. It was old boy that be like always going hard for Nipsey. He always attacking Big U. Real proper speaking dude.
Oh, you talking about
Kev, the marathon
Kev,
continues.
Kev
It
Marathon
sounded
Kev.
like it was Kev, bro. I swear. It
Mm-hmm.
sound, but he been running the play the whole time. Whoever this
So
dude is, I got the content.
so look, what is he saying he lying about?
They
Everything.
didn't figure out everything. They didn't figure out that Whack and Loose never sent that nigga no address.
Okay.
They figured out
Who
Loose
it
had a
came from.
communication was with Travis Ford. They figured out that it did get canceled that day. That Travis told the nigga it was canceled. But here's the kicker. For some reason, Jay Reed seems to think Travis Ford owns Dash Unlocked.
That's
And
crazy.
that he was supposed to give him 10%. And when he told him it was canceled, he thought Travis was trying to cut him out of a deal. But that
Oh,
deal had already been done back in November.
Silly goose.
So I didn't get. So we all listening. So Jay Reed then admitted he came to No Jumper after Travis told him not to because he thought Travis was running a play and trying to leave him out some business. That's why he was hot tempered like that. Some shit we don't know nothing about. Like I don't know nothing about. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so basically you had Rick Rock, the rat, the sucker, over here over speaking for another rat. This is what the streets come to, is when people like Rick Rock that be popping it, acting like he's tough. They going through the fake I'm buffing thing to try to think that's gonna scare
Now I
somebody.
will say this.
Sweetheart, is nothing that's gonna be scaring when I put hand and feet on your chin. When
Look,
I
I will say this.
beat the brakes off of you.
The
Because you
initial
a
interview,
sucker.
Luce, I will say this. The initial interview helped because Jay Reed started lying on it, right? Now, what I didn't like was when dudes started playing Sentimental Victim, rocked into, homie, use a crib, homie,
That
what you doing?
that's the part that got me. That's why I
You know
went
what I'm
in on
saying?
it.
Because he gave him a platform to where this dude started lying. And now
Facts.
he gotta show proof of what he's saying and he can't. Those damn text messages is up, right?
Facts.
They up now. But it shows, I think, communication with you and Travis Ford. It don't show communication with you and him.
No, but that's exactly what it is. So at the end of the day, it's like this. When Brock put himself up into some stuff that don't have nothing to do with Compton, don't have nothing to do with him, just because he wanted to eat off some views. He have
We
to
can't
understand.
restrict the nigga. We can't restrict him to Compton. Shit, nigga, you know,
Now
he
we
No,
shit,
can
he can talk
restrict him
about.
no.
from.
The reason why he came out and said why niggas be in Compton business when he in LA business. Really, business is business. Internet's internet. What's out there is what's
Internet,
out
me,
there.
yeah.
But he went out his way and was wondering why niggas was in Compton business.
Well, I will say this. Looking at the text thread, dude is now admitting that Jay Reed is admitting to him he lied. Right?
Yeah. All that
So,
fabricating, all that, like all that's
yeah,
goofy,
he
bro. Like,
admitting.
and you
He's admitting
playing.
that Travis told him not to go up there. He went up there saying he thought he was being cut out of deal. Now here's the thing, Luce. Me and you both know that was just for Adam to see the back end. Where's he getting? There was a deal being signed that day. And that had nothing to do.
Do you think Travis might have told him he was part of something or something like that?
I asked Travis that. We gotta get that nigga. Hold on, bro.
Because the dude Travis, he rocked with ODM Slim and all them, right?
I don't know.
Man, Travis be trying to figure it out too.
I think Travis might be the one in the middle trying to play monkey in the middle. That's what it seemed like. Just observing what's going on right now. He
No,
the
I
common
think I think
denominator on
I
both
think Jay
sides.
Reed. I think Jay Reed was in the wrong from the beginning because if the shit been canceled already, and he still made it an issue to come up there and still come and say whatever he said. He put himself in that situation.
That's a
He
fact.
definitely did that. And he admitted, I'm gonna send it to you, Lou. He admitted that dude told him it was canceled,
Yeah,
but he thought dude was running a play on him to cut him out of something. I don't know what he supposed to be cut into.
Yeah, that's the
right.
agreement with them. That's a problem he should have with them. You get what I'm
So
saying?
he took it upon himself at that moment to do what he did to get what he got.
But they slid up there calling themselves trying to go press somebody though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the narrative kept changing. Pastor, he's 50, all this other stuff,
Oh,
right? So
oh.
they kept trying to change the narrative and stuff. And then Rick Ross seen some tears and talking to him like a hoe. And then we find out that Rick Rock is a hoe himself. So at the end of the day, it's like that's why I said fuck his dead daddy and all that. I stand on everything I say. It ain't no switching up when it come down to me. If we beef for life. You get what I'm saying? We enemies. So he gonna have to take it how it is. And then I'm gonna expose him first thing in the morning. And then I'm gonna attack him every single day until he's off the internet or until he got some heart that want to meet up and squabble because he's still turning down the fade.
So loose. Rick Rock been turning down the fade. He been ducking it.
Yeah, I've been calling him all types of marks, snitches, bitches, everything, hoping he get a little bit of heart in that jello heart of his to come out and want to squabble.
So basically,
Man.
Rick Rock got all the muscles for nothing.
Nothing.
You know, no, see, that's a real big, like, misconception that people see people in the street, whatever. You can't put muscle on your chin. You know, you
Facts.
you can't
At
put
all.
strength on your chin. So, a lot of people don't understand that. They think if somebody big, they could take a punch.
See,
Can't
here
put
go my
muscle on your
thing too,
chin.
and I told Rock this last night.
But he's not that big though. I
The
mean, he
only
big for like.
thing bothered me, right, is this. Um, we got our guests on stage as well. The only thing bothered me is this. All this behind a dude over there that's lying.
Facts.
That's the only thing bothered me. Is like, yo, bro, we gotta do it. Now today he called me today and said, "Whack, dude really lied to me." I said, "We was been telling you that, bro."
No, he trying to cop and plead without for he won't get his ass whooped, but
No,
it's
no,
still gonna
I
happen.
heard the dude telling him on the phone. Whatever this dude, and I think it's him, that he the one got a hold of Rick Rock to let dude interview dude. Right? Jay Reed called this nigga, then it went there. And dude is telling Rick Rock, bro, dude been lying to us and we didn't realize it. I guess niggas done got a hold of whoever dude's phone number, whoever this dude is, they been doxing him. I gotta try to get his name. I'm gonna figure it out. But whoever this dude is, he's the primary source between it was Jay Reed, him, then Rock. Because he didn't call Rock, and I listened and told Rock, bro, this dude the whole time in line. He starts sending him the text shit. Rock looking at it, I'm looking at it. He don't know I'm on the jack, but I know it. I already know. It's all a bunch of BS anyway. Wasn't
That's
real
crazy
anyway.
that niggas is lying and playing with niggas' freedom and just playing with niggas'
It's
names
gonna
off of
come out.
lies,
I just
bro.
want to see all these so-called street dudes who, oh, look at this, oh, look at that, oh, look at this. I want to see what their disposition is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where they come from anyway, Cuban. I come from wherever we go, be ready. You know
Oh,
what
my
I'm
boy
saying?
on there, keeping Rob, what's the dealie, man?
What's going on, Six? What's up, my nigga though?
Yep.
Man, shit, I didn't even
Creep,
see you
what's
right
happening,
there, it's
bro?
regular.
What's the deal? What's the deal though?
So
Already.
we got an individual on here. Um, she contact Loose, and I guess all the stuff been going on with Jim Jones, and she seems to know some things. I haven't even talked to her about what she knows because I wanted to be like everybody else. I wanted to be able to ask questions as she went on. I haven't dissected what she knows, uh, but it's some things that she wanted to reveal about Jim Jones. I haven't had any dealings with her. My first time building with her. So we're gonna let her introduce herself, where she come from, and they're gonna see what's going on with what she want to talk about. You got the floor.
It's popping everybody. It's your girl Jaja, aka Splash Cloud, aka GQ in the building. Thanks for having me on your show, Wack. What's good?
All right, what's up? Um, yo, Jim Jones, what's y'all relationship? How did y'all meet?
We don't really got no relationship. I met him through Kim. A lot of people be saying I'm gym artist. I was gym artist. I'm not gym artist. I got to get that straight from the jump. I was never really gym artist. What happened was I got introduced to gym. Well, I got introduced to Cam first. I was Dipset first lady first. Guy named Big Joe introduced me to Cam. Cam put me on the record. Well, I did the record Get From Around Me. See what I'm saying? Cam jumped on it. I was in Joel's studio. He was like, that shit hard. Save me a verse. I'ma put that on the Diplomatic Immunity 2 album. Long story short, he did that. Joe called me and was like, yo, Cam want you to get in the photo shoot. Come down to the studio. I did the photo shoot. They put me on the bus. We went on tour, you know what I'm saying? And the rest was kind of history from that. How Jim came in, Jim was there too, but how he got in the equation as far as like me kind of being his artist. When we was on the Purple Haze tour, he came up to me. He was like, "Yo, Ja, I need a record like you did for Cam them to Get From Around Me album, the Get From Around Me record." So I hit my producer, Cannon. We was in Virginia on tour. I hit him up. I'm like, "Yo, Jim said you need a record like we did for Cam. That Cam hopped on the Get From Around Me record." Did the record in 15 minutes in the hotel in VA. Took it back to New York when we got off tour. Laid it down. I wrote the verse, wrote the hook, gave it to Jim. He loved the record. He was like, he's gonna get T.I. on the record. Niggas went to Miami and left me in New York at my Aunt Girl house for like Memorial Weekend, right? So I get a call from Jim. Like first Jim didn't really want to like deal with me on like as his artist or whatever, because I guess he was like doing his own shit. Jim was trying to push Max. He had his own people, like, you see what I'm saying? Like I was with Dipset. He was like, I don't really want you dope, you fire, but I don't really want to jump behind you like that because I'm afraid Cam and Joe gonna take you from me as an artist. So I was kind of confused because I thought the niggas was all together. I didn't know it was no separation. Long story short, Jim called me on the phone. I'm at my girl house. He like, yo, I just got Puff on the record. I know I said I couldn't fuck with you, but it is what it is because Puff asking for you. See what I'm saying? And that's kind of how where it kind of took a turn from like me being his artist because he just started working with me more. And then, the whole division thing came. So I was kind of like I was stuck in the middle of that shit. But I wasn't initially first Jim artist. Like I thought they was like partners at Dipset. And he had his own plans on starting his own thing. That's kind of how I got wrapped up in all that shit.
Okay, so I guess from that point on, you start dealing with Jim a little more.
Right, because like at that time, like, he started going on tour. So he did, the Harlem, when he was on Harlem Diary of the Summer, like we got Jim his first $1 million deal through Koch. You know what I mean? Like, and he, took that money and did whatever he did with it. He really ain't give niggas nothing. He ain't give me nothing out of it. See what I'm saying? I can't speak for nobody else, but I know I ain't get paid not one red cent dime.
And you was the one writing the records, right?
Yeah, like so I wrote like maybe 4 or 5 records on like that Harlem Diary of a Summer. Stack Bundles wrote Jim's biggest record, Ballin'. That he
Mm-hmm.
like takes all this credit for, but it's really like that Stacks record. You see what I'm saying? Like collectively, like me, Max, and Stacks, we was like pretty much the sound for that whole situation. Like we had the streets on fire for Jim. He just ain't do right by
That's
niggas.
crazy.
Yeah, because I know Max B was doing a hooks for Jim Jones
Yeah,
back then.
Max wrote like, see me, my thing was when I first got with them niggas, when I first got around, like I wasn't in no street stuff, like I was in college. You know what I'm saying? And the dude Big Joe was like, I need you to come up here, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna pay for you to go to school up here, which ended up being a lie. Like, he pretty much finessed me into moving from Tallahassee, coming to New York or whatever. When I was like, yo, bro, this is how much it's gonna cost me to go to school. He was like, nah, I can't really afford that. But by that time, it's too late. I already done dropped out of school. So now my back against the wall. It's like, shit, you gonna sink or swim. You gonna go back home and be a failure. You gonna try to make this shit work in your best interest. I ain't want to go back home and be no failure, so I just tried, you know what I'm saying, make it work. But pretty much, Max, he had the streets because they was like street
Mm-hmm.
dudes. Me, I'm a hit maker. Like, you want to get a record in the club, you want a club on the you want a record on the radio, you come to me. And then, Stacks came, it was just like the icing on the cake. You was just like the dream team for this nigga.
So you was never actually signed to Jim Jones?
I was never signed to nobody. Nah.
Gotcha.
See,
But
see,
he
that's
offered you a
where that's
contract. Did he
no,
offer
but
you
that's
and Max B
how
the
the
same
industry
contract?
works.
Huh?
He offered you and Max B the same contract. Is that right?
Yeah, he offered me my contract first. The
Okay.
contract he offered was 10 years, some Jones Family Productions. They had nothing to do with no Burger King or no Dipset. Cam name was nowhere on the contract. No money. He owned my name, my likeness. He would have, if I would have signed it, he would have owned all that. You see what I'm saying? Like
He
pretty
really
much.
wait. He really put something like that in front of you?
Yeah, like he sent it to my attorney. So my attorney called. I was excited, you know what I mean, just to get a contract until I read what it was. So my attorney called. She like, Jim sent the paperwork over. She was like, come down. So I'm excited. Like I'm on the subway, like, yeah, we about to make this shit happen. I get there, she don't got no smile on her face. I'm like, why you looking like that? She was like, well, I'm gonna just let you read some of this and you just tell me what you take from it and we can go from there. And when I was looking through it, I'm like, this don't look good. This say he own my name, my likeness, no money. If I say, where the money at? She's like, it ain't no money. I said, who's Jones Family
Hey,
Productions? She like, that's the company. I'm like, nah, come on, Jim. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying? It's like I
wow.
had done put like 4 years of my life like into this. And for that, that was just crazy.
So I'm pretty sure you called him on it, right?
Yeah, I called him like he had tried to take me to like Mr. Child, and he was just like, "Do you think I looked at my first contract when I signed it when Cam gave it to me?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Do you think Joel's looked at his first contract when Cam gave it to him?" And I'm like, "Probably not." And he was like, "Okay, so what's the difference with you?" I said, "Man, you grew up with them niggas. I don't know you like that. Like this business, like you got to get the business right, Jim. I'm trying to work with you, but I can't do shit with this, bro. Like, I had a family too, like." So we was like pretty much doing ring around the rosy. I still was going on the road with them. I gave him an opportunity to get it right. But after Stacks got murdered, I couldn't fuck with that nigga no more after that.
What did that have to do with your business with Jim?
So we was all on tour. You see what I'm saying? Like Stacks was the last person to come around the group. At first it was Max, it was me, then Stacks came along, and pretty much um the that third album that he did, we was on tour. First Stacks wasn't really even finna go on the tour. None of us was. Like I came on the tour later because it was like no money involved. Like, and I told Yandy, I was like, yo, bro, I'm not coming on this tour. It cost my hair $1,500 alone to get done. I can't just be on the road broke like this. I can't do this with Jim no more. So all of us really wasn't fucking with him because he wasn't paying us. So Yandy was like, well, I'll give you 2,000, or he said he gonna give you 2,000 for like your clothes, and then he'll give you 300 a show or whatever if you just come on tour. Cause I was like, shit, give me 1,000. I was like, I would have been happy with $1,000 a show, but he only gave me like 300. Stacks came, he bought Bino and Mega with him. But he was just like he was beefing with niggas in his hood. He had like issues. That's the only reason why he really came on the tour. So he was telling me, what I'm saying, Jim had owed him money. Like he asked, like, cause he wrote
Loose,
Baller,
check your text.
huh?
No,
Oh,
no, I'm talking to Loose. Go ahead. We listening.
yeah. So he had wrote Baller. So at the time, Stacks and 50 Cent had the same attorney. So I guess 50 was like, it was a couple people trying to like sign Stacks, but he was trying to take Jim along with him. Like, I incorporated him because we genuinely all had love for Jim. So, anyways, you know what I'm saying? The only reason why I'm on tour, sis, is because I got beef in the hood. I got to lay low for him. And he's like, this nigga Jim supposed to give me 50 bands, but he keep playing. So the 50 went from, I'm going to give you 50 to 30 to 20 to one time he was in the studio. And this is like a few days before Stacks passed away. We was in the studio. Stacks comes to the studio, and he's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna talk to this nigga because I got to get out my situation. And pretty much, I guess Jim gave him the runaround again, saying he was gonna give him the money, but he never did. Next thing you know, I get a phone call like 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying that they pretty much got Stacks or whatever. So I just always held that against him because I'm like, nigga, like this man made your biggest record and you ain't do nothing to help him. All that money that you like, he used to come to the studio counting $20,000, $30,000 in our face. You see what I'm saying? Like niggas supposed to be happy about you counting this shit, but you not sharing with the people who help you be in position. You know what I mean? I just don't respect the nigga from that point on.
Okay, so we see he was trying to put a bogus contract in front of you. You definitely contributed, to some of his hit records. Um, so what else came along later
Now,
on that kind of like made you look at him a little different? Some
he was
things you
shutting
seen,
down
some things
deals
you
as far
heard.
as like he was shutting down the deal. So like me, I wrote him a note. Like, I let him know. I was like, yo, bro, I can't really fuck with you like that because niggas around you is dying. Slicey in jail, Holly dead, Stacks dead. You telling niggas Stacks wanted to be in the hood. Stacks did not want to be in the hood like that. He was trying to get out the hood. Something happened to me, you gonna tell my mom the same thing. So he like um come to the studio, but this like they had done jump Max and did all that type of shit. See what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not coming to the studio so you could try to jump me or get me beat up, nigga. Hell no. So I went to Miami. My attorney, she had set up some shit with Khaled. Khaled, when he had got Def Jam, he was signing artists. He was supposed to like fuck with me on the artist tip. So my attorney is like, pretty much Khaled got scared because Jim had threatened him. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you fuck with her, you're gonna have a problem. So he shut that deal down, deal with Sony with KP now. Like it was just like he was just being a nuisance, you know what I mean, to my life. And it's like, yo, bro, I didn't do nothing but help you get rich. I don't know. Even if the relationship didn't work, you should have just kept it G enough to just let me go. Instead, you know what I mean? He tells me, oh, Jaja, it's rough out there in them streets when you by yourself. So pretty much meaning that he was going, like shut everything down for me. So it's like I had to get on some street shit, you know what I mean, to fend for myself. And that's pretty much how I kind of got jammed up and went to the feds.
Oh, so you went and did some time. How much time you do?
So I did 4.5 years, pretty much because I ain't want to snitch. So I kind of already know how, like, you know what I'm saying, that snitch shit go. Like, niggas be telling y'all, when niggas get out of prison and they be like, oh, I just got out. Like, say, like, nigga get caught with 10, 20 guns and they only doing 2, 3 years. Yeah, they not righteous. Like, but see, they be like, oh, check my paperwork. Niggas that come from the feds, you can't just check that paperwork like that because everything is like, top secret. Like niggas got FBI numbers. The only three people who really can actually see your paperwork is like you, the judge, and like your probation officers, and maybe the counselor, like you said, I'm saying, in whatever pod you at. But it's something that's called a PSI, pre-sentencing investigation report. That got all your information on it. You feel me? Like that lets you know if you cooperated, how you grew up, your whole pretty much your whole case file. See what I'm saying? But niggas know that you will never ever be able to get that shit. You see what I'm saying? It's just it's not like even if you go online right now, when you see somebody in the feds, you gonna see their county picture. You're not gonna see their fed picture. Every 3 months they take pictures of you to update your file. See if like your image changed, just in case you try to run away or some shit like that. So they like stripping you naked. They trying to see, you know what I mean? If you got new tattoos, you cut your hair, they keep an update on that type of stuff. But niggas be tricking y'all or tricking niggas because they know you not gonna never get that information. So that's why they come out and be like, oh, I ain't snitch. You can see this, blah, 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 because you can't see that shit. They hitting all y'all over the head. Not y'all, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did Jim Jones? You said that Jim Jones basically is a rat, right?
I mean, so boom. I really don't want to put the rat thing on nobody's head. You see what I'm saying? But from if what I seen with the wiretap, you know what I mean, was accurate information. I mean, whoever
Conspiracy.
whoever individual one is, yeah, that individual one ain't righteous right there. Like I've never seen nothing like that before, where a person, you know what I'm saying, on a wiretap, you know what I mean, is able to go unscathed and everybody else get jammed up, especially when they talking like that, because that was crazy talking that wiretap. But I heard the interview with Melly. Shout out to Brooklyn, shout out to Melly. Melly said, you know what I'm saying, he didn't snitch, but I mean, ugh, like if Jim didn't do it, it was individual one. Whoever individual one is, that motherfucker is not righteous because it's nowhere impossible. Like from my experience with being with the feds, I got locked up pretty much because I didn't want to cooperate with them. I ain't want to be no snitch. You see what I'm saying? Them people told me I did 8 hours in the interrogation room with them. And they was like, give us what we want, we'll let you go. See what I'm saying? Like, they was like, the worst you'll get is probation. That's the worst you can get. The best you can get is you walk out here today if you give us the information. Unfortunately, I ain't have no information to give them. But I know that they not friendly like that. They not just letting niggas go. You know what I mean?
So if
Especially
you had some, if you had information that they wanted, would you gave it up? Because you just said I didn't have the information to give up.
yeah, you got to catch what I'm saying though. Nah, I wouldn't not gave them no
Yeah.
information.
All
Like
right.
you feel me?
Yeah,
Like
I want you to clear it up for the people.
yeah, like nah, like I could not help them. I wasn't gonna help them. So therefore they wasn't trying to be lenient with me. They told me we don't want you. You so what I'm saying is if you go back and listen to Melly interview, right? He said they got who they wanted. They got me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, Melly would not be considered a big fish to them. Individual one or Jim, you see what I'm saying? Like Jim is bigger than Melly, right? So
That's a
if
fact.
if they wanna like them niggas is about the big fish. You see what I'm saying? If you got somebody on a phone conversation, a big fish saying, now you gotta super violate them. Now you gotta do this. You gotta do that. Blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? They
That's
for damn
conspiracy
sure.
all day.
That's conspiracy. They for damn sure finna come at that person because he's bigger than him. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of how he is in the street wise, because Melly no joke. You see what I'm saying? But in their eyes, we got the bigger one. So for them to just let him go, that just sounds crazy to me. I've never seen
Yeah.
nothing like that happen before, and I've been through the federal system. Like I went all the way up to the Supreme Court fighting my case because I went to trial. And them boys, I don't know how the New York feds is, but the Miami feds, them boys, they don't care about that. They finna jam, they finna bam you unless you're doing something for them. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you're doing something for them, then yeah, they're gonna let you move around how you want to move around. So that's why I say I would hate to put something on anybody's name like that, regardless if I fuck with him or not. You know what I mean? But it just to me, that shit don't it ain't that ain't adding up because I done been
Yeah,
in the feds.
No,
but
it's
They,
crazy that you say that because I could imagine that federal prisons from different states have different policies. So, motherfuckers in different states
Nah,
might look at it.
no.
conspiracy is
Q,
conspiracy though.
Q. Hear me out. Feds, it's not broken down in the
yeah,
states.
they all
It's
won.
one law. It ain't like California, Nevada. No.
That's what I'm saying. I
One
was just
law
wondering
for the
that
whole
because,
United States.
yeah, okay,
But
okay.
Just ain't
really,
no, ain't
but
no. This is why when you go to the feds, if you go to the pen out here in Cali, you only gonna do your time out here in Cali. You go
Right,
to the
right.
feds, your ass could be anywhere in the United States because that's their jurisdiction is the
Got you.
U.S. So they laws
Yeah, they try
apply
to
to
send you to where like whatever your region is, but they could like literally send you to the West Coast. You see what I'm saying? They could send
Wow.
you to like I was from Miami. At first they put me in Tallahassee. Then I had gotten in a little bit of trouble. I went to the shoe. So after I got out the shoe, they sent me to Alabama. I still was in 500 miles away my hometown was, but shit, they'll send you over to Cali. They'll send you up to Virginia. They'll send you wherever they want to send you to. If you know
yeah,
what I mean,
yeah,
to
but
Texas, wherever.
yeah, didn't you make a statement that said that 6ix9ine and Whack don't know what's going on? Let me tell what's really going on with the situation, right?
Did I say that?
it.
Yeah,
Me?
yeah. Was that you that
No,
said that?
no, too much. I ain't really never
Well, you
speak on
know,
six
I
6 9 or what.
6ix9ine the one put me up on it because I was asleep. Cuban Jim Jones had just did a feature for me for Coyote. Like he had just
Yeah,
did it.
yeah.
And a week prior to 6ix9ine, the one came on. He said, "Look, Jim, he was the number two. I was the number one, and he was the number two. Right? If I didn't take the stand, Jim was gonna take the stand. Right? And that's when he gave me the clip because I didn't know nothing about it at the time. And when he gave me the clip, I sent it to Jim Jones. I said, bro, what's this? And for the first time, he wouldn't answer. I mean, he always answered me. I'm like, bro, what's this I'm hearing on here? This is you. This is a conspiracy. What happened with this? And he went dark.
Yeah, no, I
Any other
mean,
time he answered me.
so like I don't really too much like I never met 6 9. You know what I mean? Like I know Melly, we was on tour together. I know that he genuinely got a love for Jim. I know that Jim loved him, so I would hope that, you know what I'm saying, he didn't do that. But from what I heard, that shit just sound crazy. Like that's definitely a conspiracy. It's people that get locked up for way less charges than that, with even bank fraud conspiracy. Anything is on. If you're on the phone conspiring or talking about something, like if I'm on the phone with y'all right now, even doing this, and y'all say we finna go rob a bank, and just because I'm on this thing with y'all right now, they picking me up too. I could have not even said nothing. So the fact that he on the phone and he's talking, giving orders, and they didn't pick him up, that's just the
Right.
part that's I'm like,
Especially him being like a high profile
he's a high
person.
profile. Like
That's
that's the one
crazy.
that they going to get first, because
For
that's the same
sure.
thing as like Young Thug, Woody, and Gunna and all of them. See
Hey,
what I'm
Wack,
saying?
tell Compton Rick Rock to come back on.
Oh, he left?
I ain't seen him
Oh,
on there. He
shit.
was on there.
I don't know. Is he in the back?
So yeah, no, that's crazy that you was writing all the records and everything.
I wasn't writing all that. It was a collective thing. Like it was me, Max, and Stacks that pretty much put that nigga sound together. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like it's just that he just was on some creep ball ass shit, like not wanting to pay niggas, and then not even. It ain't really about the money with me. It's more about you
loyalty.
left my nigga, yeah, my loyal. Like we was loyal to this nigga. Like we love this nigga. Like you left Stacks out there. You threw him to the wolves. You see what I'm saying? You threw me to the wolves intentionally, just because I didn't want to sign a fucked up contract. All I really was asking for him was to make the contract reasonable. Cause at the end of the day, like everything is negotiable, but you couldn't do nothing with that. And it's like I told you, like, bro, I don't want no problems. Just let me go do my thing. And you just like, nah, like I'm gonna stop your whole situation. You ain't finna have no more peace if you ain't finna fuck with me. And that's just the part, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't respect about him.
I
That
mean, for
contract
any
sound
nigga to
crazy.
tell you that you shouldn't read over your music contract is grounds for you to feel like he trying to screw you. That's
Of
for sure.
course. I warned Max about the contract because he gave it to me first. I was like, yo, Max, you sure you want to do that? You might be need to get an attorney or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Before you go ahead and lock in with that, because I don't think it's too righteous or whatever. But Max really wasn't tripping about it. He just kind of wanted his bread or whatever, because he actually gave Max money. My contract ain't have no money with it, but he gave Max some money.
About what year would you say this is?
That just happened.
Yeah.
Shit, like 2007, 2008, in that area like that.
Oh,
Two,
this is back in them prime days.
yeah, like 2007, between 2006 and 2008 is the situation
That
with Jim. I met
yeah, because that's when
Dipset like,
balling came out, right?
Exactly.
yeah,
That's
like I
prime
met
for sure
Dipset in
time.
2003. I went up there, and then I think Diplomatic Immunity 2 came out 2004.
So you was grinding for years with him.
Yeah, like I gave that nigga a chance. Like it wasn't no a quick 6 months thing or nothing. Like I said, I was with Cam them first or whatever. He just jumped in because Puff was like, "Where's the girl?" That's who I want to see. Like, bring her here. So he lied to Puff and told Puff I was his artist.
So did
Meanwhile,
the
I'm
shit
thinking. Meanwhile, I'm thinking
Hold
we had
on,
a
John
group.
John. Puff said what?
Puff was like, "Where the girl at? Bring this
I
is
don't
that's
know.
the."
That mic didn't have nothing to do with no music.
You might have dodged the bullet.
You might have dodged the
Hey,
bullet.
not the
hey.
diddler. Hey. So did Cam and the rest of them back up from you after Joel start fucking with you a little bit heavier? Cause I'm trying
Joel's
to
and
figure out
Jim.
why after after Jim. So after Jim offered you the contract and you turned the contract down, you couldn't just go back over there with Cam and them.
So it was just like it was tension with them. At that point, you know what I mean.
Oh,
You seen that it was tension, and like me, I'm
within the
just
camp.
within the
Oh,
camp. You see what I'm saying? So it was like I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's really going on, and like kind of trying to survive, like maneuver my way. Like I these niggas ain't fucking with each other. You kind of in the middle. Where you go from here? You see what I'm saying? Like,
all
so
right.
me and Cam kind of we had like a disconnect because it was a middleman in between me and him. You know what I mean? Like I say, the guy Big Joe was managing me and him.
Gotcha.
So I wasn't really dealing with Joe because he didn't like put too much follow through with his words. See what I'm saying? So I was like falling back.
Okay, so the contract with Jim was the first contract you was offered from the whole shit on either side, from Cam and the Dipset and the Jim side.
Yeah, because the shit happened so quick. It's like once Puff got on the record, Jim just kind of like snatched me up. So I was like in the studio working with him. You see what I'm saying? Going on the road doing shows with him. You know what I mean? And shit just went crazy after that.
While
Cam
Sound
you
kind
was
of
like
doing
like,
from
all
the
that work,
360 deal.
when you was doing all that work, did you ever ask Jim for any paper or anything like that, any money or anything like that?
I think I probably asked him for like $100 to like pay a phone bill. What else? One time Yandy gave me like $10,000. Like after like the whole ordeal, it was 5,000 at one time, 5,000 at the other time. But then they wrote it off when I had to file taxes on that shit. So probably out the whole thing, I got like 10 bands.
So that 10 bands, did that come from Jim and his label, or did that come from Yandy?
It came from Jim.
Okay.
It's crazy, like to 10 bands for a span of 2 or 3 years of working with people of that, like that's crazy,
That's
bro.
how the industry is. She remind me of, and
Uh,
Wack no Mother Goat. You know how Mother Goat is, right, Wack?
Yeah. But it all depends on, but this is what it come down to. Like when she was in there writing, I get what she was doing. She was trying to contribute because I'm gonna be part of this. But once you
Absolutely.
see it ain't no business going, that ain't happening. It
Mm-hmm.
got to turn into business.
Facts.
360 deals, I always hear people frown on them, and I'm gonna be real.
You got to get in the door
A
though.
360 deal with stipulations, is not a bad deal to me. Like
Well,
I
back
will
then,
sign an artist to a 360 deal if I'm in the middle of a JV with a label quick.
So the thing
Because
with this, the situation with Jim was I never thought Jim was wanted to be an artist for real. That's not how I looked at him. I thought Jim was an executive. So we
nah,
thought that we was pretty much helping him just go ahead and get these deals so he can put us on. But he was getting them deals because
no,
he just wanted to be put on. Like he really wanted
he
to be a
wanted to
rapper.
hit. Jim wanted.
Yeah,
Listen,
he
it's
wanted
one
to
thing
rap.
Jim taught me.
Yeah.
He said an artist will snake anybody for a hit. A nigga that didn't have one, he said, boy, they will cross you quick
So
But
for a
pretty
hit.
much that's what Jim was just pretty much just draining us for our splash so he could get, you see what I'm saying, like to the next level. You know what I mean? Like it's stepping stones, but he just ain't want us to like make no moves or do nothing either. So it was just like a real, and then it was just a dangerous situation too, because he had a lot of enemies. So it's like we running out of clubs, niggas shooting at this nigga, all type of crazy ass shit. Then it's just like, bro, I'm
Damn.
putting my life on the
so he
line
What
for
you
wasn't.
what?
mean running out
So
of
he wasn't
clubs?
like that.
Hold on, Luz. Hold on. What
So
you mean
not
running out of clubs?
like he would like a lot of shows. I guess the nigga was beefing with a lot of people about money, owing the money or whatever. And like now Jim had some goons around him. Like Melly was no joke. My niggas from Brooklyn, Slicey, shout out to my brother Slicey, shout out to Bleak, shout out to Luca. Them niggas is no joke. You see what I'm saying? So that's why he got a lot of heart, because he had real niggas around him, but he kept putting niggas in a bunch of trouble. Like that's not what you're supposed to do with your niggas, regardless if you know niggas with the smoke or not. You keep making these niggas fight your battles for you. You see what I'm saying? Like you starting shit, stealing money from people, taking money from people, you know what I mean, gassing them out of shit. And then these niggas gotta fight your battles and get you out of trouble. You know what I mean? I'm the only
You talking
girl,
like
so
that true life shit that was going on.
I'm talking like a bunch of shit that's going on. That's just not the only thing. Jim had a lot of enemies, you know what I'm saying, everywhere. With my brother Jojo Capone, like he was no joke with him. Like it was just a lot of shit that he
So
was just doing. You know what I
so you
mean? Getting extorted by the Haitians, Zoe and all that. Yeah, he was just crazy.
So
so
basically,
you
what Cameron was saying was accurate, because Cameron said, Jim keep people around, but he be gassing them up to do wild stuff. He don't put no money in their
Hell
pocket.
yeah. Like niggas, he done sent niggas on plenty dummy missions. Shout out to Kim, because I probably wouldn't even be on this platform if it wasn't for him. So shout out to Kim for mentioning my name. But that's absolutely right. Like You know, Jim had a bunch of good niggas around him that really was. They had a lot of potential. They just had like flawed, you know what I mean, past, or like, you know, they grew up in crazy environments, so they had to do whatever they had to do.
Right.
But he'll just get him and he'll just like flex his muscle. You see, because that's what they was, is like his muscle. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see these niggas are terrified of Slicey. Niggas terrified of Matrix. And you know, he'll use that to his advantage in order to like scare other people into either doing what he wanted. But Jim really is not like that. Like, it's the people that was around him. Like, nobody not really scared of him. They were scared of
Yeah,
like the mother niggas. Jim, nah, ain't nobody scared of that.
Yo,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
this?
I
I
know.
keep hearing about BMF chasing him somewhere. Were
Jim
you
is, I'm
around back
telling
then?
you, whack. Do you understand what I'm saying? He used to get chased a lot. Like, that's just not,
Damn.
it's just not them. Like, he just
Well,
used
I'm
to
saying,
be.
was you around when that happened?
I probably was around. I know he went to Radio One Fest or whatever in Miami. But I don't really remember that. I can't really speak on like BMF chasing him. I know he did Radio One and they was there, but you know what I mean? Like I said, he got into a lot of shit with people.
Was you around when Rod Diggs was chasing him around New York?
Who?
Rod Diggs.
Rod Diggs?
Yeah, from Brooklyn.
I used to be in the studio rapping. I don't really remember that either.
Okay.
No, but I know Zoe. He's like the one that's out there, that because there's so many Zoes in there
You
out
mean
there.
Ali Zoe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
now
talking about like
Ali
the
Zoe
bald
was
head one.
extorting the shit out of Jim. Like,
Yeah,
he
I
was
know.
terrified of Ali Zoe. Like,
What
scared
you
of that nigga.
mean? Wait. What you mean?
Now
Huh?
it's like a group of them. They all
No,
called the
I mean I
Zoes.
know the
It's
zones. I'm tapped in with them, but
I'm talking
yeah,
about the one that was
this
in the
one
What You
dude.
Been
What?
Drinking On video. The one with the chicken that came out the Porsche or something like that. Yeah, Jim was terrified of him. Like, he asked me one time, he's in the studio. He's like, yo, Jaja, you what you is Haitian? Why the Haitians fuck with you like that? And I was like, shit, I'm from Miami, I guess, nigga. Like, he was like, oh, I guess they had told him like to like make sure that nothing happened to me or some shit like that. But yeah, he was terrified of them niggas. They used to always chin check him for that.
I didn't know Jim was getting pressed like. I knew he had some run-ins, but shit, I didn't know he was getting pressed like that.
You
Man,
remember Lil C's them ran him out the Rucker Park. Lil C's and C Gutter ran him out of Rucker Park.
Yeah, I
that
know
was
about
that
that
was before me.
situation.
I
You
wasn't I
say
wasn't
Cam
there
left.
at that time.
Niggas
He
getting
say
ran up
Cam
out of shit. That's
left.
crazy, bro.
Nah,
Cameron left him in the park.
That's
I
what he
wasn't there
said.
for that. He definitely was getting extorted by them Zoes though.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a
That's
fact.
nasty. But
The
I'm saying
crazy part.
you saying
Go
he
ahead.
had a lot of goons around and stuff. How was he allowing himself to get extorted if he got Melly
It
and all
don't
them
matter. You
around?
still can't go certain places. Like, them niggas wasn't scared of his goons, and like at the end of the day, it's like you want to move a certain type of way. You still gotta, you know what I mean, you're gonna pay that tab. Those Zoes was like going crazy with a lot of shit though. It just wasn't Jim. Like, it was a lot of people kind of terrified of them at that time.
Yeah, Ali Zoe been having a lot of stories. He claimed he used to, have a lot of people checking in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
I mean, I definitely remember him around Jim. I remember he had the G Wagon. He had picked he was doing business with him too, but he just had Jim in check. Like, Jim was very scared. Like, he wasn't no calling no shots. He wasn't telling this nigga what to do. I tell you that.
That's correct. And let me ask you this though. You said Big Joe used to manage you, right?
Yeah, he's the one that discovered me and brought me to Dipset.
Okay. Well, I know you seen how they done tied him to this Diddy stuff, right? The girl who came out with these allegations about him. Did his character fit those claims that she said about him?
What was the what was the claims?
They attached Diddy stuff. It's a girl
he
that
wa-
came
he
out
was a baby oil monster.
That's
basically.
what you said. He was the baby oil monster.
Basically,
Yeah,
Damn.
it's a girl who came out and said Diddy and Big Joe, did some things to her or whatever.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea about that. I know like I said, Joe, me and his problem was like he told me he was gonna pay for me to go to I went to New York just on some visit type shit. You see what I'm saying? I was in college at FAMU. So I went, like, we was on summer break. So I went there for 2 weeks to go look at like the record deal, the record labels. I was like 19. I just wanted to see what it looked like. So I was standing on 14th Street. I think it was like Universal, where Universal was at. And Big Joe see me, I was standing outside, and he just was like, pretty much what you do. You know what I mean? And I was like, who, you know what I mean? I didn't know who he was. He was like, I'm Cameron and Jewel's manager. And then I was like, oh, I'm Styles, because my name was Styles at the time. He was like, I was like, I rap. So then he took me upstairs. He was like, well, shit, we looking for some artists. He took me upstairs. It was Jewel's album listening party. They didn't get a chance to listen to my stuff upstairs because they was getting ready to go to this party. So he was like, you come to the party with us. I'm gonna introduce you to Cam. If we like your shit, we gonna sign you. If we don't like it, you know what I mean, we can't fuck with you. Anyways, so we go down to his truck. He had like a green Escalade. I get in the truck. I got this record that I wrote called Itchy Itchy Ya Ya. Joel's pulls up in his white Z with like the spinning rims. Jim jumps in the back seat. They playing the record. Jim like, who that? And he like, this her. He was like, she got a voice like Michael Jackson. You gonna let her fuck with us or what? So he like, nigga, if y'all bread right, you see what I'm saying? So next thing you know, like I'm just coming to the studio, like being like a lab rat, hanging out or whatever, writing records. Jewels jumps on the record and it goes from there. But I go back to college. He calls me like, yo, where you at? And I'm like, I'm going to school. He like, nah, you got to come back to New York. Cam want to sign you, which was not really 100% true. You see what I'm saying at the time? So I'm like, nah, nigga, I can't come back. I'm in college. He's like, I'm gonna pay for you to go to school up here. You got to transfer, but you got to come back. So I tell my parents, yo, ma, I'm moving to New York. Blah, blah, blah. They're like, you crazy? Like, you you finna finish school. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, he said he gonna pay for my school. And they like, who say that? I'm like, my manager, Big Joe, or whatever. So they wasn't with it. Against their will, I went to New York. I had already got accepted into New York University when I was applying for schools. So I went back up. I give him the tag for it. Like, this is how much it's gonna cost for me to go to school. This nigga tell me, oh, I don't got no bread like that. I can't pay for you to go to school. You need to focus on rap. So now he done put me in a situation where I done gave my college shit up to come up there thinking that I was gonna be able to finish school and do rap. You know what I mean? So it kind of like was like crazy. He was like, oh, you could come stay with me. And my family was like, you're not going to stay with this man. You don't know him. So that's when, like, you know what I mean, my Aunt Gert and everything.
Who told you that?
That was
JoJo?
Big Joe. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was on some Diddy shit for sure.
I can't say that, but I know that, like, you know what I mean, he didn't come through, like, he was on some, you know what I mean, you
He
should have just let
wasn't
me stay
bold
where
back then.
you should have just let me stay where I was at. You pretty much almost ruined my life.
What's this, baby?
Why you continue to let him manage you after you seen he wasn't keeping his word though?
Cause I ain't like have no choice. Like I was like, you know, like I'm not from New York. You done got me up here, you know what I mean? Like
No, that
really
was
what I'm
not
supposed to
count.
do at this point.
Right.
Did they
Right.
fast talk you?
Who?
Did they fast talk you, right?
What you mean?
You know how the New York niggas be talking real
Nah,
fast.
Kim was like really see the problem with me. It was no problem with me and Kim. We just really didn't know each other like that. Like I thought that Kim wanted to sign me off top, but Cam didn't really know. He had to like get to know me. You see what I'm saying? Which was
Mm-hmm.
Joe pretty much lying, telling lies and shit like that. Like I would have never even moved to New York if I didn't, you know what I mean, if he wouldn't have been like, yo, you gotta come up here, Cam want to sign you. Like Cam is a person that, you know what I mean? And I have a lot of respect for him because he's a person that is about his brand. You know what I mean? And like I just came from out of nowhere. So he looking at me like, first of all, this girl young as hell, and is she a plant? Like, where she come from? All she want to do is just do music. She not trying to go to no club. She ain't trying to do none of that. So I guess he had to like really see that like I wasn't on no crazy shit. You feel me? And once he
Yeah.
seen that, oh, like, you know, Jaja official, she want to do this, then that's where Jim had came into the play, and shit just kind of got crazy.
Did the friction between Cam and Jim start after Cam trademarked Bird Gang, which was Jim Jones' label?
Nah, the friction started. I mean, I like so when Cam did that because like I guess Jim was like trying to, you know what I mean, be on some slick shit
Branch
and
off.
start his own shit. You know
Yeah.
what I
Right.
mean? If we supposed to be a group, you know what I mean? Why are you trying to start your shit over here? You know
Right.
what I mean? And we all together. Cause nigga, we put you on as you know, I mean, Dipset. So why you trying to go and do a bird gang thing? But I guess
Right.
Cam just being smart, like, well, shit, nigga, I'm gonna get paid regardless, one way or the other, off this shit. So yeah, I'm gonna trademark it. But I mean, he just funny like that. Like he, you know what I mean? He do like shit like that. But nah, I don't think that's where the friction started from. The
No,
friction
no,
pretty
I
much
didn't know. I heard
started
some
from
doors
is
and
like
pockets and kids outside.
a bunch of niggas in everybody's ear. You know what I'm saying? Like them, even with the record execs, like they was trying to divide and conquer from the jump, and I guess they succeeded.
Hmm.
So did you ever go on to get a deal with anybody else?
Nah, nigga, my back was against the wall, like, and I went to the feds, and I had to pretty much rebuild my whole life over again.
And then you said the situation with Stacks was like the last straw. That's when you knew you had to get away from him. But what else did you see before that, leading up to that, that you was just like taking as mental notes?
The way they did Max, you know what I'm saying, like beating Max up in the studio, you know what I mean, get him jumped in the studio, just all
Wait,
type of
hold
shit.
on, slow down. Who whooped on Max in the studio?
Like he had jumped Max and he had like beat up Max. He beat up Max manager too. Like he got him jumped in the studio.
Who beat
Just
Max
like
up? Jim beat Max up?
they jumped him or did some shit. And I know Bruno, they jumped his manager.
But you know, Max B is a little dude. You get what I'm saying?
I seen somebody that pulled up. Who was that on that video, Ghost? Who was that?
Which one?
That there was a video around that they pulled up on Max.
Pulled up on Max B?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
front of
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
people.
but Max was fighting back. It's just that,
That was
you
probably
know what I'm
Jim Jones
saying?
though.
Like he just was doing just whole ass shit. Just a lot of stuff. Like you're not taking care of your team. Then you trying to sabotage shit. Everything pretty much just started being about, you know what I mean? Like just him. You know what I mean? Putting people in situations. It's like you got me riding on the subway and this nigga's out here trying to kill you, bro. Like you got me sitting up here next to you and you beefing with this gang, that gang, but I'm on the subway, right? Like they could have kidnapped me, did anything like that just to get back at you. But he don't give no fucks.
Yeah, but when French Montana and Max B start beefing with Jim Jones, was you a part of that? Did you take any like had anything to do with that?
So me and Max had a conversation before he went at Jim. He was like, I'm about to go at this nigga, sis. And he was just like saying how he was going to try to you know what I mean? He's going to get at Chrissy and all that type of stuff. And I was like, you know what I mean, Max, just be careful. You see what I'm saying? Because you already know how this nigga play. Next thing you know, I see Max going crazy on him. And that shit just escalated.
Just going back to the Stacks situation one more time. Look, when you said that Stacks asked for some money to get out of his situation before he got killed, was it like a contract situation, or you mean like some street shit he was trying to get away from?
Nah, it was street shit that Stacks had. And I really don't have a bunch of information on, like, you know what I mean, why he was in the streets or whatever with that, but it was some street shit. They was like, he was beefing with some niggas or whatever. He let
And
Jim
and
know that
and
he was
Jim
in
was aware
trouble.
of that.
Yeah, he was 100% aware of that. And if he tell a nigga that he wasn't aware of that, he's a motherfucking lie. Like, he's 100% aware of that. And Stacks didn't want to be in no hood. Like, that's a lie.
But isn't it true that Jim tried to move Stacks to New Jersey or something like that?
He tried to move, like, he was like, you can move with this nigga named Black.
Uh-huh.
Which was Jim Homeboy. And Stacks was like, I'm a grown ass man. I moved out the house when I was like 16. I'm not staying with no other nigga.
Got you. Well, how did Stacks get the Porsche though?
Shit, he should
He
have
had a
stayed
Porsche.
with the
That was
other
Stacks
nigga.
Porsche. That wasn't, you gotta remember, Stacks was fucking with Clue and all these type of niggas before Jim. He didn't
Yeah, he
really
was fucking with Clue and Webb them.
like
Mm-hmm.
Stacks was already on his own shit. Like he came to just help Jim. Like Jim didn't put him on. Stacks was already on when he met Jim.
Got you.
They
Was
tell
you
me
around for?
after Max got jumped, the front line found Jim whooped on him and took his jewelry and shit.
I mean, I know they had altercations, but you know what I mean, at the end of the day, why would you even do some shit like that to somebody who helping you get to a bag?
Yeah, because I know Max B was writing all the hooks, like all the singing hooks
Man, Max was
and doing.
Jim's
He was,
sound.
yeah,
Like that Max was Jim's whole sound. So it's just like you know, he just was trying to sun niggas or whatever. When people like wouldn't do what he wanted to do, he'll flex his muscle. He never really played with me like that because I guess he knew like the other people that I had behind me, but and I wasn't even putting myself in no situation like that. It's just he's not a good individual.
Yeah,
How much you know
so
about that true life situation?
You say what?
How much you know about that true life situation with Jim? Taking
Mm,
them dipshit chain, putting hands and feet on him.
I mean, he was scared of him at first, but I really don't know too much about that.
You was scared of true life? He said that?
Hell,
Or you
hell
heard that?
yeah.
Yeah, we know that, but you heard him say that?
I'm saying, nah, I just know that he didn't play with him like that. Like Jim really wasn't. Certain people, like you know, that he was beefing with, like he wasn't really gonna play with them. But I don't know the logistics of why they was, what happened and why, what was what, and all that with that.
why
Well,
he
you said he
started
had beef with
beefing
one of
with
the gangs, right?
French?
Go ahead.
Huh?
Why he started beefing with French?
Oh, cause
Because of
he
Mac
had got,
B?
yeah, cause he had got behind Max. Anybody that's trying to help somebody get to another level, he didn't like that shit.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense too because Ali Zoe, he said on an interview basically that Jim was trying to get him to help, not help like blackball Mace. Basically, when Mace was trying to come back out, Ali Zoe said Jim Jones was trying to get him to help him blackball Mace.
Yeah, that nigga was trying to stop the whole situation. Like he just a jealous hearted person sometimes. Even with the interview, like he talks about, I was watching the interview when he was like talking about Cam and Mace, like, and you could see like the jealousy come out of him when he was like, I did this and I did that. Like I'm like, bro, like you look, come on,
You
fool, you
think he
look
feel left
crazy.
out? You think he
Huh?
feel left out? You think he feel
I,
left out?
I think he feel I think he's just jealous. Like I think that, you know what I'm saying, Cam and Mace is back friends and I think he don't like that too good. Especially when somebody getting some money, like they getting some money and he ain't getting no money, he don't like that shit.
Yeah, but they best friends. They were best friends since they was kids. So regardless of the fact is that bond gonna always still be there.
Who
Yeah,
that?
but if it that
Mason
I get what
Cameron.
you
Mason
I
Cam.
get what you're saying about that, but you gotta if you dealing with a jealous hard person, even when
Yeah.
you look at like the situation with him wanting to go and do his own thing. You had to have them feelings harbored in you for a long time. Them shits ain't just come happen like that. You see what I'm saying? You already wanted to
Right.
be in camp position from the jump. That's what you was aiming at. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why you went ahead and tried to get your own group and do your own thing and separate from Cam because you wanted to be like Cam. You know what I mean? You wanted that boss down shit too.
And Jim went behind Cam back and actually trademarked Dipset, right?
No,
No,
Cam, no, Cam owned
Cam did
everything.
that.
No,
Yeah,
Cam
I
owned
Cam
know
did
the
that.
Diplomat's name, but the Dipset name. Didn't Jim Jones
nah.
trademark that?
Cam owned Dipset.
Okay.
Jim can't do nothing under Dipset name. Cam owned that.
Because I know in your Queen's Flip interview, you and Queen's Flip was talking about that, and y'all said that Cam, that Jim Jones trademarked Dipset the name, and Cameron trademarked Diplomats.
I don't know about that. I don't remember that. I know Cam owned Dipset.
Okay.
Jim can't make no moves on Dipset behalf. That's the whole thing. Like Jim, like they gave him a Warner Brothers position just trying to get to Cam.
Mm.
Like they
Was you
thought
around
they
for
was
the
gonna be able to do more business with Cam if Jim was involved because he had them gaffled like that, but Cam wasn't really vibing with him at that point like that.
Man, stop playing. Shout out Dipset. Shout out
Dipset all day.
Dipset. Shout
Dipset.
out Dipset.
All day.
Yeah.
Was
No,
you
but
around when Jim
it's
Jones jumped with the 50 Cent situation? Was you
Huh?
around for that? Was you
Yeah, I
around when
was
Jim
there.
Jones jumped up 50? Talk about that. What's the
When
temperature around
when he
Dipset
went
during
to
that
go get
time?
on like 50 Cent show.
Exactly.
Jim just an opportunist. Like
Okay.
he let people get in his head. Like he really thought he was like talented at one point. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the balling record like made him think that he was the one coming up. It's like delusion or some shit. Like it's like, bro, he thought he was like that hot to the point where he didn't really need niggas. So 50
Okay.
Cent, you know what I'm saying? He was the bigger artist, the way bigger artist. He reached out and yeah, he went on that shit.
but he should have went on it when they was beefing. So
He
he
didn't give
showed
a
his
fuck
loyalty
about
to
that.
he was disloyal to Cameron.
He
And
been
basically
disloyal. Yeah,
50
he
Cent,
ain't give
yeah,
a fuck.
used him.
But Lou,
He
he
ain't
got to
yeah.
know his gas because he ain't write the record. So he got to know his gas.
You said what?
He said he got no, he gassed himself up because he ain't write his own record. He ain't write the hook. He ain't write the
That
Yeah,
verses and
no,
nah,
shit.
he
definitely.
delusional. Like he really thought that like he was the one that you see what I'm saying, like that it was all about him or whatever. And he took the bait and fell for it.
Yeah, we all believed that Smush Parker was a NBA point guard until he got to the NBA.
So
Shout out to Smush.
Smush.
Shit.
Well,
Where
they
he at
say
now?
It's a lot of
that
people
Mace.
like that.
They say that
yeah,
Mace
nah,
was the
like
one who
he
showed him
definitely
how to
was like
rap in the first place.
he definitely was feeling himself, you know what I mean? But he just forgot about the people along that helped him get to that point. Like and that's the issue that I got with him. I don't fuck with him on account of stacks. Anything else probably could have been like um
It's some piece
fixed,
of
I feel
stacks.
like. But once I lost my brother behind that shit, is nothing. There's no coming back from that.
So you saying Stack's demise was triggered by Jim Jones' actions?
I'm saying he could have helped him, right? He could have helped him get out of that situation into a better
Get out the
situation.
hood?
Yeah, and he didn't do it. He had enough of money to help him do that. The man wrote you your biggest record. Stacks is Jim legacy. That ball and shit is his legacy. That's Stacks. So the fact that, and then he went to his funeral. Another thing that I ain't like about that, he went to his funeral and he showed out. Like instead of letting him have his day, his last final day on earth, he goes there and causes a big commotion because they told him to sit in a certain area. He didn't want to sit in the area. So he's yelling, screaming, pushing people and doing all that type of shit, disrupting the
You
man's
want to be
service.
seen.
Yeah, like, and that
Yeah.
was just not the right place for that.
Like you said, opportunists.
And Stack's team went for that?
I mean, so we was in we was like in the back in the middle area, and what I mean, people was in the front. Like I know I was sitting like kind of. He was in front of me. He walked in and like literally was there for a few minutes, made that commotion and left out.
He didn't like his seating arrangements.
I think they was telling him to sit down or do something, and he didn't want to do it. And then after that, he just made this big ass scene.
So basically, he was a diva.
A diva, a demon, both of them at the same time.
What's your
So,
issue with Queen's Flip? I seen recently you dissed Queen's Flip, but when you first came home, you did the interview with Queen's Flip and it went viral. Y'all had a good interview.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Flip, and the reason why is because I didn't know who Flip was initially. When I came home, I didn't know that he was like doing podcasts. It was like a family member that was close to me who set it up, and they were just like, "Oh, cuz this guy, he said he know you. He was stacks. He stacks people." So, like, and then when anybody was like they were stacks people, I would listen to them. You see what I'm saying? Because I felt like I owed him that much.
Right.
And he was like, he said he did a song with you or whatever. And I was like, I don't remember doing no song with the nigga. But he was just like, he popping in the streets. You should do the interview. I was really in New York anyways for Rolling Loud. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, I'll check him out once I leave Rolling Loud, whatever, you set it up. So my Stats cousin Kai and his brother and all of them, they was just like, yo, sis, like just be careful when you go there. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, we gonna send our team with you. I had my people and they bought and they sent like it's like 30, we was like 30, 40 deep in there. And they was like, just be careful because he could be like kind of funny sometimes, but you know what I mean? Like he's alright. So I go there, you know what I mean, I do the interview and then he starts to like kind of make it like I'm lying or like I'm not telling being truthful about the situation between Stacks and Jim. So when he puts the thing out, I look at it and I didn't he was like, I don't remember it to be like that. Well, nigga, I don't remember you being around. You see what I'm saying? You wasn't there in the hotels with us when we was talking about shit. You wasn't on tour with us. You know what I mean? I really just did this as a favor. So, anyways, he brings Jim on the thing to give his like rebuttal or whatever, but he like makes it like give him princess treatment and shit like that. So I never said nothing about it. I let the whole thing slide because I just was trying to go on with my life. And I guess after Cam did the whole mentioning of like how Jim was treating his people, he was on the Joe Budden podcast, and Joe Budden was giving his take on Cam and the situation. He mentioned Joe Budden didn't mention my name, but Flip just brings my name up. And he's like, oh yeah, he even brought up Jaja. I guess saying like it was a low blow for Cam to bring my name up. So I just like put him in check right quick because it's like I don't even fuck with you anyways. Like, don't stop speaking on me. You're not a real friend of Stacks, because if you was really Stacks' friend like you say he is, you wouldn't be dick riding Jim. And this is the nigga who could have helped him still be here to this day or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so my issue with him, I just feel like he disloyal. I got a real problem with disloyal niggas. I don't like that type of shit.
Facts.
Got you. You
So
plan
that's
on
my
working
issue.
with
Huh?
you plan on working with Max B when he come home?
Oh yeah, Max just did a drop for me for my clothing brand, Splash brand, and everything. So absolutely, like Max will be home, I think, in November.
What you think about the telling situation, about the telling allegations surrounding his name?
Who, with Max?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be
What
there, run
happened?
her off.
Oh no.
Damn.
She was like, "Who, Max? Gotta go."
God,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Anybody home? Knock knock.
Check in time.
Come on, she
Nigga,
coming
Don't
nigga,
back.
do
nigga,
She
Jaja
coming
like
nigga.
back.
don't do Jaja like that, y'all.
Came to the door, what? Shut off the exposure. We all we got.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
yo.
Who could it be?
Oh, who
Oh,
You
brought up
niggas,
that
bro.
question?
Hey, it's a
Bro.
real question. I mean, you know, shit.
I asked it respectfully.
You asked her, all she had to do is, I thought she was going to take the high road and say she didn't know nothing about it. So,
Now I gotta question everything.
because
Sweetie!
her
Sweetie!
silence says everything. You know?
Shit.
Yo, that was wild right there. So, Cuban Rob.
Y'all ain't shit. Oh, there she go.
There
There,
she
yeah,
go.
there you go.
We thought
Yeah.
you ran on us.
Yeah, we
Nah,
thought
my
you
phone
ran.
I put an
started ringing. Like,
APB out on you.
my
I said
phone
put some
started
respect
ringing.
on
I
What was the
Jaja.
called my
question that y'all
homegirl from
asked?
the wire. I
Nah,
said, yo, Snoop, I
my
need you to
phone
go
started
find
ringing.
this
It
phone.
froze the phone up.
That happened to me too.
Nah, the question was, you said when Max B come home, you're gonna work with him, right? My
Oh yeah, that's
question
my
was,
bro.
how do you feel about the telling allegations surrounding his name?
I don't think Max told nothing. It's no like Max did too much time to tell.
Well, you know,
Now he
it's paperwork.
paperwork.
Yes, paperwork.
His brother
He
called me all
telling.
the time. What's his brother name? He called me all the time from the joint. I just sent him some money. He got he has the interrogation footage now.
Yep.
He got
Damn.
Of
it now.
Max?
He ain't let it go. Yeah,
How
Max.
long
What
how
Max
long
did,
ago?
we got the paperwork. We ran it on Clubhouse. What's the old boy name that's in there now? They got the 100-some years. I done forgot his name.
Pooh Sims.
Who Sims? Then it's the female. They went and did the robbery, you know, whatever. Where the female was over there, they did the robbery, whatever. Long story short, Max agreed to talk to the police. He went and talked to him, and he told him where the girl worked at, where the girl lived at. It's all in the paperwork.
So is the interrogation video from when the crime happened, or
Yeah, this is the interrogation video from it cost him like $1,500. Pooh Sims got it. He ain't even released it yet. So
Yeah,
I
so
gotta
this
get
this
I gotta
this
get
is
with
some
it. Now
old
the
shit ain't
regular
nobody
paperwork is
seen
out.
yet.
As y'all know, the paperwork is out, the statements he gave on the female, then the female eventually gave him information on Pooh Sims. But nevertheless, I've learned over the years, John, that people don't care. Whoever got the popularity vote, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. all the street politics and what it's supposed to be,
Off the
especially when
Winston.
it comes to the entertainment business.
My,
Long
you
gone
know, my
without saying.
problem with that is though, Whack. Like, I feel like certain niggas be selective with who be snitches and who don't. You see
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
fact. That's right.
Because it's like, how y'all sit up here and you want to X out Gunner, you know what I mean? Because y'all say he a snitch, but you got this other nigga on the wiretap and you standing right next to this nigga. Like,
That's the fact.
see what I'm saying? So it's like,
This
you
what I'm
know,
saying. This why it's like it's conversation, it's content, but like what it used to be back in the day, that's not what it is today.
nah. Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Me, I never been in a pair of handcuffs in my life until I got indicted by the feds. See what I'm saying? And really, honestly, the way I look at life, it'd be like more cinematic, like it'd be like a movie. So when they was asking me questions, I was like, what would they say in the movies? So when it was like, oh, you a small fish, we don't want you. And I was like, well, I don't eat fish. And if you want some fish, you better go find that motherfucker yourself. But I should have just been quiet because I pissed them off. Like they really was trying to fuck with me because I wouldn't get them no information. But it's like, that's how I thought you were supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like 10 toes down. But these niggas is not 10 toes down. They telling, they coming out, they getting popping, getting a bag. You get the rats the bag, but the real ones, you see what I'm saying? We out here grinding, working, trying to survive, and you don't get no kudos or no points for that.
The only people, listen, that win, you know the only people that win, Jaja, are the winners, whoever they may be. All the real nigga shit and all that,
It
that
ain't
ain't getting
popping.
you no brownie points.
It ain't popping. You ain't getting nothing for that.
Nah, it's just not. I mean, look at your situation. You
But
kept it real. You went to the studio, helped niggas write hits, contributed to shit, put your life in harm's way, went to the feds, you know, for something that had nothing to do with them. And today, all that, if you look at what you then did, it says, well, you kept it real, you should be rewarded for that. But at the end of the day in life, it just comes down to what you doing in the path that you choosing to take. And sometimes it's roadblocks, sometimes it's delays. But you know, end of the day, it comes down to your decisions.
Absolutely. And to
And
add
And
to
what's your
check
that,
this out.
relationship? What's your relationship now with Cam and them? Have you like reached out any time recently?
oh yeah, shout out to Kim. Like we got some stuff going on with, you know what I mean? We're about to be on the come and talk the fleet thing. So it's like shout out to Kim. Like I said, I probably wouldn't have been, you know, he definitely shined a big light on me by mentioning my name because he didn't really have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially on such a big platform. But like, yeah, I don't have no issue with nobody, but my issue is just only with Jim. You know what I'm
Was
saying?
you
Like,
there for the pink movement?
huh?
The pink movement. I always
Pretty
recall
much so.
Cam.
Can't say Dipset started from 2001 to 2008. I got there 2003. I was there for damn near the highlight of all that shit. I was there for Jewel's album. I was there for Purple Haze. I
So,
was
so
there
who was
for
the originator of the pink? I mean, I always thought it
that's
was
Cam
Cam.
shit,
Cameron.
bro. That's Cam shit. Cam had the pink range.
Cam.
Cam, that's Cam shit. So my thing is, Jim just be taking credit for niggas. Like he just takes credit. Like he takes credit for balling and he didn't write it. You know what I mean? Like he takes credit for the rock and roll shit when that's not his. That he didn't do that. Chrissy is the one who started that. Chrissy dressed him. Jim used to be wearing 3X clothes, like 3X shirts, big baggy ass pants. Chrissy came along and put this nigga together, like on some G shit. Like I have a lot of respect for her when it comes to the fashion thing because she even like told me like about Balenciaga and stuff like that. She's the person who got me my first pair of Giuseppe's. You know what I mean? Chrissy is real dope. She's really the battery in this nigga back. Like she put
I
that
know you
clothes
didn't
on.
like it for that, because them bitches make your feet hurt. That's a
Who?
fact.
Nah, they make your
Goddamn
feet hurt.
Giuseppe,
But when I
them
met them,
motherfuckers,
when I met
boy.
Chrissy, I was wearing like Macy's and Lord and Taylor's, and so you like Bloomingdale's type shit. So she was like, "Yo, Jaja, you the first lady of Dipset. You can't dress like that. You got to get on some boutique shit." See what I'm saying? So she directed me to like all the high fashion stuff, to where like it'll put you in a different league, in a different level. She did the same thing with Jim. Like she elevated this nigga, his whole style. But then he like instead of him like like really putting her on to some shit because I feel like she's amazing. It's her and my nigga Moonshine Brown. Like I feel like she's like they both like amazing art like fashion people. Instead of him like letting her run with that shit, he takes the credit for it. Like and you don't know nothing about that. Even when he said my brother bought me my first pair of True Religion jeans. You didn't create that shit then, nigga. Like you talking about balling. You $1 million. We got you your $1 million, nigga. You didn't get $1 million on your own. His first album did 17,000 units. When we came along on Koch, he did 75,000, debuted at number 5 on the Billboard charts. After that, you did balling. You was in stadiums and arenas and all that type of stuff. On Stack on our account. Like Stacks did that shit. You know, you don't have no your legacy is built around other niggas. That pink shit is Cam shit. You can't take that from Cam. Like, come on, man. This man built his whole career. You sitting up here just trying to fuck with niggas' legacies and shit just because you trying to make a few couple dollars or break the internet. That's why Cam came and shut him down like that. Cause it's like, come on, bro. I let you live with a lot of shit. Now you finna sit up here and say you created Dipset when we the niggas that put this shit together. You take shit and run with it. You don't take you not funding that shit.
But
Yeah, that's
when Chrissy was helping him, he treated her messed up because he felt like everybody wanted Chrissy.
No, he
Hell
felt
no,
like
he ain't treat
everybody
Chrissy no goddamn
already
messed up.
had
That
Chrissy.
nigga spent so much money on Chrissy. That's the like one of the only people like Jim ever gave money to. Like Chrissy about her bag. She don't play no shit like that. Like hell nah. Like hell no. Mm-mm.
So
let me ask you a
all
question.
y'all money he was tricking on her.
He's giving all our money to Chrissy.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I heard Jim Jones say in a song one day that he was like the first blood from New York that made it popular on the West Coast. How far tied in was he really into the streets like that?
What with the Bloods?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, Wack, you can answer that question. I really, you know what I
Well,
mean?
well,
I can't answer.
well, you can't take that from him because he's the first blood from New York that went commercial, and he came out to the West Coast, and the homies blessed him and did the song with him and all that. Uh, Gang, Wacko, and them from West Side, they did all that. Homie Hot Dog actually, rest in peace from West Side, made a lot of that happen. So when he's saying that, okay, like right now, I tell people this all the time, and the homies hate it when I say it. The biggest blood in the world is the game.
Yeah. Well, who would
If we
disagree with
talking,
that?
if we talk, oh, they get mad because you got the homies that's gonna go start talking about other things. And I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
when you get off the tour bus to Germany and the Middle East, Scandinavia, in the UK, in
Yeah.
Ireland, in Russia,
They
and these
love the game.
motherfuckers got bomping on their forehead and
Yeah.
cedar block covered down their face, and they can't speak English, and all they know is the game, the
Yeah.
game, the game. Nigga, we talking worldwide. Now, if you want to talk about neighborhood wise and who been to the pen and who done put in what work, that's a different conversation. So when Jim says that, it's hard to challenge that because guess what? You give me another blood from the East Coast who went commercial, who went mainstream.
It's a lot of them.
Give me
So I
one.
wasn't really like, you know what I'm saying? I got
Give me one.
I
Isn't
wasn't
like
really
Give me one from the East Coast.
little TJ and them. They
I,
running that.
Yes.
who? Listen.
But I think Wack
Little
mean it in the
TJ
sense
come
like
late.
The
He can't
TJ
stand on Jim
inside.
Jones' mouth.
You said what?
He cannot stand on Jim Jones' mouth. He come later. Little
Yeah,
TJ come later.
but little TJ is like he's the one. I mean, it's all the young dudes now.
The reason why
Um,
Jim always got the leverage on him because Jim the one kicked the door open for him. You can't take it from me.
he
I mean,
That's
definitely got
well,
just
like
like that's just
Game
like
did.
any artist on the West Coast
I don't.
challenging Ice Cube with I started this gangster shit with this gangster rap.
Well, Easy E.
He
Hate to
wrote
say
his
the name.
raps.
The next one is
Yeah,
the other
but
guy.
he was the face.
No, Cube was already rapping.
Shit,
Yeah, but
Dr. Dre made a song talking about he
No,
started the game.
no. Cube penned all their shit.
For sure.
yeah,
I
we
agree.
know that.
And
But
not only did he pen it, he was rapping. He was, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he was
okay,
talking
but
And
that
not
shit.
only
it's
did
just
he
like
do
Jim
that,
Jones.
not only do that, he went to war with the niggas and won.
He did.
And then, to date, it's arguable, he got one of the top diss songs out.
Yeah,
Hit 'em up, can't run
yeah,
with it.
facts.
Hit 'em up, can't run with no Vaseline because he had help. Ain't no features. Non-featured diss record. I got to put Nas up there, you know, Ether.
Corrupt got a good one.
Which one?
Yeah.
Calling
Yeah.
out names.
Yeah.
You got DMX got one.
Shit, Game got 300 bars, nigga.
Yeah, but
Game
bro,
got several.
Shit, Game.
listen, bro. Okay, see,
50
Creek, you
sitting
ain't
back
got no
down.
kids, Creek.
Uh-huh.
That's just like 15 years from now, your son talking about how big his house is and challenging you. When you put his little ass in, you get what I'm saying? I hear the gang shit.
Yeah.
Let's
But
not listen. It's two artists only in the world that game will allow to co-headline for.
Snoop Dogg.
and Cube. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much money on the table. Nigga, I done pack millions and millions of dollars. Gang, they want you to, you know, co-headline. I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck who you talking about. He ain't doing it. If it ain't Snoop or Dre, Snoop or Cube, he ain't gonna do it. He probably would do it for Drake. Right now, if they like, game going to Kendrick Lamar run, we gonna pay you such and such a day. He ain't gonna do it. Right? So Game is telling you who he gonna pay homage to. I say that to say this. At that time, I don't know no other blood rappers on the East Coast that was as mainstream as Jim.
Jules Santana.
He wasn't a bigger name with that because he wasn't coming to the
Jules
West Coast.
Santana was a way bigger artist
He
than
was not
Jim
coming to the
Jones.
West Coast, tapping in with the homies.
He wasn't banging though. He wasn't saying he was
I see
banging.
what you saying, Whack. Like
He had
if
a
you gonna
rag,
claim
but
it,
he
you
wasn't
gotta
doing
come
nothing
from
with it.
motherland to get it spent.
He
Jim,
Yeah,
was on the
but
Jim
rag. He
got,
wasn't
we
doing
talking
nothing with it
about
though.
Game started the whole Cash Money era when it came down to
we
Bloods
ain't
and
talking
everybody in
about
the
Game. Game is from the West Coast.
universe.
We're not even putting Game and Jim Jones in the same boat with that
Can't.
flag. That's not even gonna happen.
They
Because it
can't
took
be.
Game to give Jim Jones his stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did the
Saying
certified gangster joint.
West
Mm-hmm.
Coast blood.
Yeah. Then he did that shit with Mozzie too.
And then Bezel wrote that
Right?
hook too.
With who?
With
Bezel wrote the
Mozzie.
hook.
Nigga Mozzie from Sac, he from the West Coast.
You know, him and Jim Jones did a song together.
Yeah, but Jim was already who he was. Even if we go, listen, even if we go to the Crips, right? Shit, they really got started late. It's like kind of fuck on the East Coast. Who is it? Who's it? What's bro name did the song with Blueface on the left side? That should have been an anthem.
You
Oh, you
talking about
talking about
Pop
Fabio?
Smoke?
Fabio, I think it might
Talking
have
about
been
Fabio?
Fabio. Pop
Fabio.
Smoke was there. Fabio, that's because the crippin' from the East Coast, music wise, is just really starting in the last what?
5,
Five,
6, 5, 6
No,
years.
6
Jay
years.
Z
Who?
always repped the blue team.
No, give me who?
Jay Z.
Never.
Nah,
Huh?
you
Yes, he
tripping. You
do.
tripping,
Nah,
Lil.
I
You
ain't
Jay-Z
never
a
tripping.
seen
criminal.
no
Nah,
shit
nah,
like
We
that.
listen.
ain't.
I'm
Jay-Z
not saying you
always
tripping.
repped the
We
blue
not
Lil, I
gonna
see
team.
get
you
the.
tripping.
If that's the case, we gonna
He
say
just
Fabio,
don't
nigga.
he don't put it out there, but he
We gonna
always
say
If
repped the
we
blue
Future
talking
Well,
is
I
about
team.
a
don't know.
nigga that's
I
crippin',
can't tell you nothing. Who am
They
I?
say Michael
we're
Watch,
Jackson
talking. If
used to
that's
be
the
a
case,
You
we
crip.
gotta
the
give it to
expert.
Puffy,
that's a
right?
fact.
They say
If that's
Michael
the
He
case,
Jackson
we
named
gotta
his
used to
give
be
it
a
to
daughter
crip.
Puffy.
Blue.
If that's the case, we gotta give it
That's at
to
the Blue
Puffy
Can
because
Trail.
he was tapped in with the Crips before all of them, right? But we can't do that. He ain't a Crip. I'm talking about a nigga that's crippin'. Fabio crippin'.
Pop Smoke was before Fabio though.
Yeah.
Was
Dolph
he
was hard.
tripping though?
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man,
I mean,
you
I
don't
know
fuck with the rule.
Dior, was he?
Yeah, he was cripping for sure.
You with the
Yeah,
rule.
I think he would have been
Wait.
big.
Wasn't Young Buck tripping? Oh, but
He ain't from no
he
New
ain't from New
York.
Yeah.
York. Yeah, I'm
Oh
Trash
tripping.
no.
Denver's.
No,
He ain't.
no.
That's
Yeah, he
You
crazy.
ain't from
creep.
New
Young
York
Buck
though.
from the South.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm tripping.
And Young Buck messed with them boys.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I was
don't.
about to say
Yeah.
you gonna
We don't want to even bring that
you
up.
gonna
Yeah,
bring
on some
Young
real
Buck into
shit.
this, man.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Welcome to the
I think
South,
about
but
it.
we don't know. Yeah.
So I guess we got to run with Pop Smoke, but look, nigga, that's 2018, 2019.
Facts.
So they got started way later. Get
No,
what?
they always had Crips in
JV's.
New York rapping.
No, we ain't. We know that. Well, shit. If they wasn't mainstream. We talking about who went mainstream. Jim Jones, I think, is the first blood on the East Coast to go mainstream.
Who is the
I don't know
first
how true it
Crip?
is. I'm just reading some of the comments, but they saying in the comments that Fabulous was a Crip.
Yeah, Fabulous is a
Nah,
Crip
Fabulous
too.
ain't no
No,
Crip.
Hell
Yes,
no.
he
Fabulous from
is.
Brevoy.
Fabulous is
Fabulous
Hell
a
I
no.
ain't
Crip.
never heard
Hell
that.
no.
Yo,
Yes,
Fabulous
he,
ain't no
listen,
Crip.
bro.
listen.
Fabulous
This
was
is
a
what I'm
Crip.
saying, bro. This is what I'm saying.
Hell no.
I'm not talking about no nigga that's got some Crips around him. I'm
What you
talking about a
talking?
nigga that's
No,
gonna
he
tell
was a
you,
Crip.
I ain't never
Nigga,
heard Fabulous,
I've
Fabulous
never seen that
did
nigga
He
versus
whatever
just
nothing.
never
rap for
put
that
it in his
time we
music.
called him out.
Fabulous
nah.
always was the blue team.
I've never heard,
Fabulous
listen,
let
He
Diddy
wore
we
a
play
lot
ain't
of
for him.
blue.
talking
I
about
give
a
you that.
sympathizer. We're not talking about I'm talking about a nigga that's like, what's happening, cuz? He cripping.
Yeah.
I ain't never
Okay.
heard Fabulous go there.
Yeah.
I see
Ever
from
heard.
Fabulous
Brevoy. I ain't that many
Fabulous
Crips
let
in
Diddy
Hey,
Brevoy.
play
no,
for
you
him.
know what though? We forgot about Bobby Smurder. Bobby Smurder was before Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bobby
Is Bobby
Bobby
Smurder and
Smurder
Crip?
and Rowdy Rebel.
it's yeah,
Yeah.
Crips.
They
Okay,
Oh yeah.
Crips.
Bobby Smurder.
You right.
Okay, your body. Yeah, okay, so
Nigga,
that's
you
like
just
20
Googled
what?
that right now.
What's
And
that,
Yeah, he did.
Dave
2016?
Yeah, he did.
What's that,
Jay
2016?
Z, right?
Davey.
What you
JV
say,
ain't no
y'all?
motherfucking
Oh yeah,
Crip.
Davies too.
I said Dave East.
Oh
Davies,
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
yo,
Davies
you
was
Yep,
wait.
hard.
Davies.
Yeah, he from the
Davies
real
is
set.
the
I mean,
first
what?
one
I
to
didn't say
go
that. All right,
mainstream.
God damn it. I
Yeah.
didn't say anything.
There you go. That's it.
Oops.
Yeah.
Cause
That's on the
Davies,
YouTube, huh?
Davies, he taps in. Yeah, he fuck with
That's
those.
like
Yeah.
2011.
There you go. Okay, we figured it out.
There you go.
Davies, so Davies is the start of the Crips to go mainstream. He didn't get as big as Jim, but he definitely went mainstream. But I can say this: I believe JB's got a cleaner record than Jim.
He's more
Yeah, of
consistent,
course.
clean the record, no
Yeah,
smut.
you know, bro, solid. I don't think he
Yeah,
really comes out here. He really fuck with the
tap
real
in all
artists.
that.
Yeah, I can say Jim Jones the first blood to go mainstream. Dave East the first Crip to go mainstream. And I must say, I believe, actually, I know Dave East got a cleaner track record than
Hey,
Jim.
but what? I got a question for you.
I'm listening.
So, like, you be going hard at Jim. Like, what he do to you? Like, what's your issue with him? Like, why you be,
No, this what
you
that was my
know,
homeboy. I can show you on my phone.
mm-hmm,
Whenever he came out here, he called me, let me know what hotel he at, whatever he needed, we got it to him. All that. That was my dog. So
mm-hmm.
when I brought 6ix9ine, when I did the interview with 6ix9ine with academics down in Miami, I catch a lot of flack for it on Clubhouse, right? So they keep asking me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna bring 6ix9ine to Clubhouse. Y'all can ask him all these questions because I don't know these niggas. I don't know none of these niggas they talking about. So I bring 6ix9ine to Clubhouse. 6ix9ine, when you get to know him, this boy he real smart and his memory is crazy. So he didn't memorize every sheet of his doc paperwork, everything. So when they coming up there asking him questions, hey 6ix9ine, what about you told him my homeboy? It started while Kuda B. He said, who? He said a nigga first middle name, last name, date of birth, last four social security number. He said the nigga told on me. He said he told the police, Daniel Hernandez paid him to have shots fired at Chief Keef at the time in Times Square, the W Hotel. Here go the paperwork. Boom, Kuda B a rat. He said, listen, y'all, I was looking at 47 years, right? He said, you know how I was looking at 47 years? Because all them niggas told on me. They all said I gave them the money for the dope, the money for the guns, the money to call hits, all this. I'm the kingpin. So once I heard them telling on me and heard them trying to fuck my broad and heard that they the ones
kidnapped him.
robbed me and sold me back my jewelry and they was a threat to my mama, I told on them to save myself. That's what he say. He said, so I'm establishing 6ix9ine told. Okay? I'm letting y'all know. Now I'm gonna tell y'all about them niggas that's telling, and I want to see if you gangster street niggas gonna hold them accountable. Next thing you know, he puts the clip up of Jim. First time I ever heard this in my life. We talking late 2021, maybe top of 22 or so, right? I'm listening to it. Jim Jones just did. Remember, y'all, he was doing that, what did he call it? The studio. He was calling it something because of COVID. Quarantine studio.
Yeah.
Where he was actually could plug up with you and work with you while you in a different place. He did that shit for Coyote. Literally. In my studio, and he was in New York, Coyote in there with him, they did a whole song together, right? He had just did it 7 days prior. The nigga 6ix9ine put the audio up loose. You know me. I heard it. I'm like, nigga, I immediately take the link, send it to Jim. Jim, what's this, bro? He always respond to me. No response. Bro, 6ix9ine on my stage right now saying you was the number 2 witness behind him if he didn't get out. What's this? This shit got conspiracy all in it. He stopped answering. So next thing I know, I guess he get hot. I didn't pay it no mind. I heard what I heard. I know what I know with my understanding of the law. Now take it, the whole time Nipsey Hussle rise, Jim hated Nipsey and hated Big U and couldn't stand a 6-0. He told us that religiously. This is why you never see Jim Jones on nothing with Nick. You never seen Jim Jones doing nothing with a Nipsey Hussle, even mentioning the shit. Dave East, different story. So when I looked up and he brought Big U to Harlem as if that was a shot at me. No, they ain't a shot at me. Big U on paperwork with the police and you on audio on paperwork with the police. So when he sent word back to me as if I let dude come over here because you running your mouth, Jim, on par route, I ain't never in life accompanied you nowhere. I pulled up on you one time in New York. That was to an E1 function at the studio in Lower Manhattan where you was getting your little deal with the little group of people. And the last time I talked to Shooter, I text Shooter, where you at? How you ain't here and they doing this business? When I hollered at Shooter said, Whack, I'm doing my thing as a grown man. It is what it is. So, Jim, I never reached to you. Slay was my man. Natural from the Far Rocks was my man. Robbie Rob was my man. BPE, $8, all them niggas like that was my man. Nicky Scarf, that whole team. Black Hand Chaz, that whole team. Special, Uncle Murder, Papoose, all them type of niggas was my man. You was never that to me. So I just think he got mad that I asked him about what I heard. Shit,
So he
what
got
I
mad because
supposed
you
to do?
exposed him for like for being a snitch, alleged, like
That's
supposedly.
all I listen. I
He
never knew
did.
nothing about the audio until they pinned it up. Because a bunch of New Yorkers come to the room and they asked the 6ix9ine, blasting them. He exposing the niggas that they talking about, putting the links up.
Yeah, because that's like racketeering and Ricos and shit.
Oh yeah, the nigga,
That's
man, the
conspiracy,
nigga,
all of that.
bro, that shit
Nah,
was
that wiretap
conspiracy like
definitely
a
is
motherfucker.
is a conspiracy. But Mel said he don't know who that was on the phone. So whoever individual one was, that nigga definitely on some telling time because the feds
Well,
ain't
I
letting
mean,
you go.
listen, I'm gonna be real.
You know who that was?
Mel's in a complicated situation.
A very complicated
Before he
situation.
left, Jim Jones was taking care of him. While he's
Exactly.
in there, Jim Jones is taking care of him. And when he
Exactly.
paroles, he's expected and dependent on Jim Jones to take care of him. So you can't pay him to say nothing wrong.
Of course, but what I'm saying is it's like it's three things. You see what I'm saying? It's either like Melly really believe that he ain't snitch. You see what I'm saying? He could not be a snitch. Maybe he not. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, I don't put that on nobody's head, but maybe he don't know 100% because a confidential informant is a confidential informant, or like you
No,
say,
but think
you know what I mean?
about
It's
this.
real in prison.
No, but you had to think
Hold
about
on,
this,
I
right?
got a question.
Jim Jones is like Mills' daddy. You get what I'm saying? Because all he know is getting taken care of somebody.
I got a question for you, Jaja.
What's up?
I know this dude. He's in my phone, so he's tied to Mob Deep somehow. He's saying, does Jaja feel like Young M.A. took her stud look? Also, was
With my
she around
splash,
when JoJo Capone, Gangsta Lou, and True Life were terrorizing Jim? She already talked about she was around for them, terrorizing them. So the question to
shout out to
answer
my
is,
brother Jojo Capone. Like, yeah, Jojo, I just got on the phone with Jojo like earlier today. Like, that's my bro.
yeah,
I was
that's my
definitely
brother
around
too.
for that. Like, when
So
when
do you
uh
feel like
when he
Young M.A. took your look?
absolutely, like, you know what I mean, she did it slick though. She did it while I was locked up. You see what I'm saying? The look and the song, ooh, Me Too, Stack Bundles, Jim and Max, like we wrote a record called Make a Chick Go Ooh or whatever. And it was like doing like numbers or whatever in New York City. And then after that, like I'm locked up in prison. My cousin calls
So
me.
you
Well, I
released
call
the
my
song
cousin.
Make a Chick Go Ooh.
Huh?
You released the song Make a Chick Go Ooh.
Yeah, that shit was out. Like that was Jim released that shit. It was Jim. We had gave the nigga Bleak that wrote with Slicey. That was like Slicey artist. Bleak had gave Jim the record. We jumped all on the record. Make a chick go ooh. Me, Stacks, Max, Jim, Andrew Wells was on the record. He's like make a chick go ooh, make a chick go ooh, that type of shit. So I'm locked up. I call home. I call my cousin and he like, yo, cuz, this girl look just like you. You know what I'm saying? She calls herself Young and May. So I didn't really pay no attention to it too much until I got home. Like I came home 2000, the end of 2016, 2017, officially. Like I was in the halfway house. So he sends me the picture and I was like, I'll be goddamn, but like her shit took off. You see what I'm saying? So it'd
So
be
who
like
was
people
around?
telling
Who was
me,
around? Listen, who was around you or Snoop first?
Snoop was a bulldagger before I was like oh, so I was always a tomboy. It's just me, like sex sells. So I had, you know what I mean, I put on a dress, I put on dresses and stuff because like at the end of the day, I still was doing both. You know what I mean? So
So
when I
you
went to
saying you
prison, I
wear
was,
dresses?
huh?
Not no more.
Hold on, Luz.
Shit, I might wear like that's the whole. I had the whole thing like with the Jaja and GT thing going. GT was like my alter ego.
Are you
You see what
telling
I'm
me
saying?
you'll
That was
wear
the one
dress,
who, huh?
lipstick, eyeliner, all that,
Yeah, I had stylists like you know
and
what I
you
mean
know
who
how to
did my
walk
hair.
in heels?
You didn't see my you didn't see my pictures at Jaja? What?
So let me ask you a question. I can ask the question because my queen is behind the board. You got ass?
No, I ain't got no ass.
Oh, okay.
Hey, your ass burnt out, what?
Just trying to
This
figure out.
nigga's wild.
Hell
No,
no.
I don't
Nah.
got I don't got no ass like that.
So
Like that's the
listen.
whole.
So you ever dealt with men sexually?
No, I never really dealt with no dudes like
So
that.
you would just, well, you said never really.
That's
No, I never dealt with
unfortunate.
no dudes like that. I had a boyfriend when I was in high school.
So, so you've never been sexually active with them. You never been penetrated.
I don't even want. Nah, I never really did that. But you know, like they not finna be trying to have me up here with no sacrificial shit, cause I know how shit be. So I really don't want to talk
No,
about
I'm
that. Like,
asked. Listen, because some people, some women that say they never,
I'm back.
not
and some.
like yeah, nah, no dude can never say he smashed me or did no crazy shit like that.
So you never had sex with a man.
No,
All right. So you officially, so you consider yourself
A
uh,
virgin.
a stud.
So me, I'm just me. I am me who I am, but I know that I'm getting into heaven because even if I did some bad shit, God gonna be like, well,
Oh,
you still untouched, so yeah, you could just come on in straight through the holy gates. You
That's
good.
Nah,
crazy.
Oh, so
that's how
that's
wait,
that
not
wait,
That's
wait.
works.
true.
Wait,
So you
crazy.
never even been active with a woman, with a female.
Huh?
You never been active with a female either.
Oh no, I smashed females before. No, I'd be lying if I say that.
Okay, so how do you identify?
I'm a me. I am me.
Okay, so that all right these days. So
yeah, gotta
when
take
you
it.
look at Young and
I
May,
thought that I mean, isn't that like a cell phone shit?
No, I am me. IAMME. That's my label, like my company is
Oh,
slash brand slash I am me.
Oh,
It just
so that was a
represents like
plug.
individual. It just
what?
represents individuality. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't really like to be put into a
But she
box
don't
because
listen. Look, they got a lot of bullshit they like to do. She don't deal with men, and she deal with women. And the old book, we're gonna she's a stud.
I don't.
That's
I'm.
I've
I'm.
never,
I
I've
am
never,
The
I've
me.
new
never heard a
book.
woman say that if they have sex with a man, they can't get into heaven. That's crazy.
No, I'm
Welcome to
saying I know
2025.
like they say like virgins be pure. So I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
that my pureness wipes
Say
away
that no
all my
more.
sins. So that's how I got a pass to get into heaven.
How
so
can I
Gotcha.
no,
become
because
pure like
Young and
that?
May ain't got no problem. I know she don't give a fuck. She gonna tell you she a stud and she deal with women. And I
Right.
don't and I believe she never dealt with a man, right? So she don't give a fuck, right? So I'm gonna be real. In that lane of it, I think people will identify with her a little more because they would say, you telling us what it is, but you don't want to own it. You get what I'm
No,
saying?
it's not that I don't want to own it. I don't like to be put into a box as far as you see what I'm saying. Like, don't try to say because like I don't like to be called no dyke either. To me, dykes are dirty. Don't
Well,
call me
no,
dyke. Like I don't really like no
no,
dykes.
we didn't call you a
Whoa, whoa,
dyke.
whoa.
We said stud.
So what do you define as a stud? Because you
A
got some
stud,
studs that
a
fuck
stud
somebody
niggas.
to
that walk
me,
around with a strap.
no, no,
I
no.
don't
A
walk around with
stud,
no goddamn strap.
look,
No.
Oh,
that's Young and May do that. A
Uh,
stud to me is a female that plays the male position in a relationship with another woman.
and don't mess with males.
Just like,
I don't mess with males at all.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
why
So I
a
mean, but you
female
can
that plays the
categorize
male.
like you can categorize it as being a stud. You can do that, but at the end of the day, so when it comes to music and all that type of stuff, I still might get on my Jaja vibe. You know what I mean? And dress up and dress girly. You know what I mean? Because like I still
Okay,
have
so you
fans that I do both. You know what I mean? I can do both. I still have fans that you know what I mean want to see me like that, and sometimes I might want to I haven't done it in a while, but I haven't done music either. So I'm really all about the creation and how I
but
feel.
I'm saying the natural you
Oh, the
is
natural me is yeah, no, I don't I be chilling. I'm like this, the natural me.
yeah, you more tomboyish.
Yeah. I've always
And we
been
all
this
can
way.
categorize studs in the lane of being a tomboy, right?
Yeah,
Is
like
that
and
is that
I've been like this since
appropriate?
I was a kid, like
I-
a child.
Is it appropriate to title a woman as stud without being like offended?
I'm not offended. I
Yeah,
just
I
I
think
learned
the
the word
word dyke
stud. I
is
learned I don't
more
like dykes.
offensive.
I don't like the word dyke.
Yeah, I think that
Um
word dyke is more offensive. That's why I say I thought they owned stud like shit. They like
like a dyke to me is like when I like hear a dyke, I see dirty shoes and like a button up with dirty jeans. Like
no. I
like
just think I think dyke
I don't
is
want to
a.
be no dyke. Don't
I
call me no
think
damn
dyke
dyke.
is the yo Cuban. I look at dyke as being a disrespectful word to a motherfucking set. You know what I'm saying? Like
Gosh.
stud. When I hear stud, I'm like, okay, that's a female who don't fuck with men
So when
sexually.
I
Right.
went to prison, that's when I found out that they called me like a stud. Like they like, oh, she's a stud, a real stud. And I was like, what the fuck is a real stud? And they was like, cause you never really been with no dudes. Like you really, you know what I mean? Cause some girls go to prison and they turn into like they be on some nigga shit because they need to get taken care of. Like when you go to prison, the studs is like a commodity because you the closest thing to a dude, to the females. So you got females that spinning bags, they buying you commissary, they doing all that type of shit. Well, when I went in there, I had my own bread. You see what I'm saying? So it was like the bitches was going crazy because they like, wait, this nigga got the home. You got your own. I had like 4 girlfriends in prison. at the one prison. Like they had to move me from Tallahassee because the girls was like fighting over me and shit like that. And the warden was like,
Yeah,
yo,
so
in the toilet.
she's a stud. So she dressed, she don't dress, well, I guess she dressed feminine sometimes for what she say.
When
Uh,
it's Jaja time to come out, like I ain't gonna lie to you, like a lot of people, like my fans and stuff like that, they be like, Ja, please, just for us, just bring the feminine version of you out. So it's like me, I'm all about the entertainment too. I got like a series coming out called Jaja and GT, where GT is the thug, the hood version, and Jaja is the pretty girl. It's like a comical type relief thing.
Hey,
So you'll
but
be seeing me.
that shit'll work.
So you'll be
anybody on
seeing
this
like,
stage that's men had any stud pussy?
huh? What you say?
No, I'm
Anybody
talking
on the
about
stage that had
everybody
sex with a
else.
stud?
Huh?
No, I hear a lot of dudes that they be trying to though.
They
What, like
do.
mess with studs?
Yeah, a
They're
lot of
trying to get
dudes
Oh,
be
something.
trying to.
man, it be so many dudes trying to holler at me because it be like, you so pretty, you got long hair.
I'm telling you,
It,
they be trying to because in
it
their
just
mind, they ain't nobody got it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they be
Is it
trying.
unusual for a dud to mess for a stud to mess with another stud? Like, is that frowned upon?
It's unusual to me, but I think
Yeah,
like
they
the
usually
young
don't.
the I think like they was talking about like something that's called a
Stud on
bisexual
stud
stud.
crime is wild.
A
So I don't.
Yeah,
bisexual.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nobody want to see that.
So
yeah.
they got two different women.
No,
This
because
is
I usually
crazy.
the studs I
Yeah,
see, they significant other is feminine.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like feminine women. You see what I'm saying? I ain't no man. I don't think I'm be messing with nobody look like me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, see
So
what I'm saying?
but I just don't
But
like to
what if
be
you
put,
dress up?
huh?
What if you dress up and you
I'm
and the
still gonna
stud
have a
approach
bad
you?
bitch.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
still gonna have a bad bitch.
her primary position is to be the like I said, a stud to me is a female that plays the role, or I ain't gonna even say plays the role, takes the role as the man in the
Well, I'm
relationship.
saying, well, really whack. Like I really didn't have no choice. Like I had to I had to survive. You see what I'm saying? So I couldn't be on no Jaja shit out here trying to survive. I had to like put on Tim's. I had to put on a few. I had to like go into like the
Well, now
field.
you could have a lot of those just turned into be prostitutes.
Yeah, nah, I wasn't that wasn't my
No, I'm just
speed. I
saying
was
though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was better off on the hustling type side of things as opposed to doing that type of hustle. You know what I mean? That wasn't in me to do that, but I did some other things that I had to do to get up to survive.
Got you. Tell me about this show you talking about doing. That shit sounded interesting. So you gonna be
So
playing both the
yeah,
feminine
like if you
role?
go back to my Instagram page, I just posted like the stuff I was doing. I was on this like 15 years ago, like where I had like multiple personalities or whatever. So GT is like the protector. She comes out, she get in the hood, she got the hood friends, she's gambling, she hustling, she's doing all that. Jaja is a pretty girl. All she wanna do is just do music and you know what I mean, be on her like executive fly type shit. She's dressed up, fly on some everything. GT fly too, but it's just two different dynamics. And GT is the ones that's like always getting in trouble. You know what I mean? Where Jaja is more like laid back. It's just showcases like the two different lives that I had to live.
So you doing a reality show like?
Just like skits, like series, like you know what I mean, like the skits and stuff like that.
No, that could be kind of like some Clark Kent, uh, you know, Superman shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like going to the phone booth shit. Cause one minute you could be in that lane, the next minute you could be in a dress, some heels, and in a motherfucking
yeah,
bank.
like like it freaks people out how I can like transform. You know what I mean? From being GT to Jaja, like the reaction be crazy. Like, yo, you don't even look like the same person. You
How
don't even
about
feel.
listen? You go in as a stud form, right? And you sit in the meeting and you can't get your point across. You say, listen, how about we take lunch and we come back and can
And
sit
that's
and
how
they
things
cool.
happen for
You
real.
go
Cause
back and put the dress on, the hair, the nails, and all this shit come back, and now they sit at the table tripping, and now
Hey,
they
but
want to
what?
do the deal.
I tried to do that at trial. It ain't work though. Like when I was on trial, because you know they had my mugshot. I was on my mugshot. I was on my GT splash. And when I went to trial, I was on some Jaja shit. So I was trying to confuse the people for them to give me a chance. But yeah, it didn't work too good in my favor. Like you shouldn't fight the feds. You going down trying to
But
fight
let
them.
me ask you a question. When you changed, the feminine one is Jaja, right?
Jaja the feminine one.
Okay. Is there a more feminine voice you have for
Yeah.
Jaja?
So everything is different. Like so for people who like follow me, I did like 2 mixtapes. My the mixtape version of Jaja was called Futuristic Pop Star. It was produced by my guy Moonshine Brown, and then it was GT Swimming with the Sharks. So GT is more talking about hustling, females in the club, get money, dope boy life. Jaja is on some pretty girl shit. She going through shit with her nigga, all that type of
So
time.
can we
Like
hear
so,
the Jaja voice?
Ja.
Hey yo, hey, let me
Still
tell you
sound the
something.
same.
Nah,
Nah.
it's a little softer. It's a little higher. I don't know how long she can maintain it. I don't
Man.
know if she can have a full conversation though.
It's been a long time since I've been on like just in the industry in general. Like I've been grinding, like working and doing all that other type of stuff. The crazy part is like I invested. Like I got my own printing company. I invested in like red cameras and shit like that. So I put myself in position because you know what I mean. I know that nobody not gonna do nothing for me, but I had to work to get all of that. So I'm just like really adjusting back to like this industry, you know what I mean, the industry in general, because I've been away from it for so long, just trying to like get things in perspective and just, just living day-to-day
Well,
life.
you going in the right lane with the the short skits and films and all that, because that's where it's at. You definitely going to the right. But that idea you got, you know, you really should put some little more thought into it because I think it can work. It can turn into
Shit,
something.
let's put something together. Whack, you the man with the plan.
Yeah, I
Shit.
think it can work. Like I could just, I think it can work for real.
So
Like
so we about to put something into the play world. You see what I'm saying? We going more than viral with this.
got you.
Hey, Cuban. Hey, Wack, we're gonna play that song that Cuban just dropped.
Can we play? I don't know if we can play it.
Oh well, but one thing I want to say though with the Young and
It's
May,
the Nipsey
it's no
sample in
beef
there.
or nothing with me and Young
Oh,
and May though.
but that's just no, that's just him talking.
It's still a sample. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. It's a
Mm.
sample. You talking about two niggas spent a lot of money on sample. Nah, we don't think it's no beef with you and Young and May.
Nah,
Uh,
like I
I
respect
just think a
anybody that's out
lot
here
of the
grinding.
studs, a lot of the stuff, I think it's a look. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a
Most
look.
studs I know they got dreads. So
I mean, that's the
um
ones that wear dreads, but shit, the ones that don't, shit, they be braided or
how does
maybe
a
short.
stud what do a stud look like to you, Ed?
A stud resembles a tomboy with some swag. You know what I'm
Splash.
saying?
Yeah.
A tomboy that know how to dress. That's in male attire, but they not sloppy looking. Like they got their swag going on. They usually no makeup. Their nails is usually manicured like ours. Without the acrylic and all that. Either short hair. I've seen them bald, uh, braided. I've seen them with dreads. I don't really see them with. Actually, the homegirl Loose, she from out the '60s. She remind me of DJ Quick. That's how you know what I'm talking. She raps.
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm talking about?
I know who you talking about.
Yeah, and I think she may
She
wear
wear
her.
her
No,
hair
she be braided.
pressed.
She be pressed sometimes. I don't know
Yeah.
how I forget her name, right? Um, but but she always dressed like, you know what I'm saying? So a tomboy is a tomboy. Like that's a little different thing. But a stud is a female that's taking the role of a man in her relationship, but I'm not gonna see her in no heels, no damn open toe flats. She ain't gonna be in no skirts. They don't wear bras. They wear
Sports bras.
sports bras.
Yeah.
Um, that type of shit. That's how I'm used to seeing it. You know,
You pretty much hit it on the head.
huh?
You pretty much hit it on the head.
Which yeah, I mean yeah, but they be swagged out. Like they be having their gear and they be swagged. But then y'all got the upper hand because a lot of y'all feet be little, so y'all can still wear the female tennis shoes that we can't wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wear
Hey,
size
there
eight and
be
a
some
half.
hard ass Nikes over there in the female section, nigga.
Yeah,
On some
yeah, I
real
wear eight
shit.
and a half. I got all the sneakers.
Yeah, so but that still don't take nothing away from their character and personality. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever had like a run-in with a man because you was getting at his woman and like maybe you didn't know it?
Nah, I be knowing they be having niggas, but I definitely had a run in like a lot of dudes kind of like because they know my background. They don't too much bother with me because they know like you know what I'm saying. I got like a lot of good people behind me that really ain't gonna tolerate certain things. But it was just one instance where it was this girl like me and this dude like he was like beefing with me about it like seriously like about to fight. We about to fight me and all type of crazy stuff. Like he really 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 loved to bless his heart.
Oh, he was stuck on her.
Like he loved her. I mean, she was gorgeous. You see what I'm saying? But it's just, she just like I was there first. You know what I mean? And then
Oh, you
I was
had her before him.
yeah, like I was there first, and I just was acting crazy. Like I was in the streets hustling and moving around, doing all that. So I didn't even know he was really in the picture because I wasn't in town like that. When I got back in town, I seen her with the dude, but she was like not denied, like she denied him in my face, in front of his face, and all that. Like, no, that ain't my nigga. Da 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 da. I was like, homie, you can have her. I'm not tripping. Oh, whatever. But then we started back talking to each other. He found that like you know what I mean, like she was really 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 feeling me like that, and he was just like at me, like he was like he was really beefing about that, like, and then you know what I'm saying, I got locked up and shit. I went away, but yeah, it was a crazy situation. Like he
Gotcha.
was like talking about taking like it was just crazy. That was crazy. But most dudes, you know what I mean, like they ain't really don't be feeling me around their girls like that. But I be chilling. Like I'm really just trying to get to a bag and do me. I'm not really focused on no females and
Nah,
all
you
that
don't
extra
seem
shit.
like you that
Thirsty.
type, like real cocky, disrespectful. You don't seem like that type.
Nah, I'm not like I be chilling like I just really like honestly just want to live my dream. I'm not even when it come to gym. It's so much stuff I could expose him with. You know what I mean? I'm just a real person where it's like all that shit
We
really.
want to hear.
Well, this is the exposers.
I mean,
I
that's
mean,
what
I
you
know.
here for. Shit,
Yeah.
you better get it off because if not, he gonna hear this interview. You gonna wish you would have said it.
Hence the
So I mean,
title.
I pretty much said the logistic things that y'all, you know what I mean, that y'all need to know, but I just ain't really know. I be chilling. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, the snitch thing is a snitch thing. I'm pretty sure people can take it from there or take what they want from that. You know what I mean? He ain't no good person. You know what I mean? Like taking niggas' legacy and acting like it's his. Shit. He didn't create Pink. You know what I mean? Like he not no fear revere like person in it. Nobody. I'm not afraid of him. I can't say nothing for everybody else,
I
but
will
that shit
say,
don't.
I will say, he's a good father.
Yeah, he love his family. Like
He a
Jim
good
is
dad.
like he love his family. He love
Even if I
Christy.
don't
He love
fuck with
his
a nigga,
mom. He love
and
all that.
again, me not fucking with Jim is Jim. I guess shit. He got mad that I asked him about it. He ain't never
A
did
hit
no
dog
bad
gonna
business
holler.
with me. He never did no bad business with me, none with him. And we ain't never got into it really verbally. But when the 6ix9ine presented what he presented and I asked him about it, I guess he felt some kind of way.
I mean, a hit dog gonna holler. So
That's a
at the end
fact.
of the day, because
Every
I mean,
time.
if you was to hit me and be like, yo, Jaja, they talking about you snitching, I'd be like, nigga, here go pull my paperwork up. I'm gonna hit you back in 30 seconds or less. Go pull my paperwork up, nigga. Who told you? Is nobody that could ever speak on my name and say I did no telling? I ain't have no co-defendants or nothing. See what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody on my case but me. That would have been my response if I was accused of something like that and I know I didn't do it.
What your case was about? What you got jammed for?
My case was about like on some fraud shit. It was possession with intent. What happened was I allegedly they say that I was renting car, like I rented a car or whatever for people, and the niggas that you know what I mean was using the car or whatever was doing illegal activities. Well, I don't really know about that. I had my own company, so I'm around a lot of people. You know what I mean? Just because the car was registered in my name, I can't. It was other people, you know what I mean, that was working with me for my company. But the police, the feds was watching these other people, and they said that you know, I may have been around them and I could help them with some information, which I didn't have no information on that. So pretty much my case was like a ghost case. Like them, they put shit on me just for me to get indicted. I really scored a level 6. I don't know if y'all familiar with like the federal system and like the prison sentencing guidelines, but a level 6 is 0 to 6 months. They added an extra 10-point enhancement just so I could get prison time. Like the judge gave me my time based on the fact that I didn't cooperate. She said that when the pre-sentencing investigator came to interview me, I denied the interview. I told him that I wasn't going to help him, and she was like, "I told you to cooperate. Since you didn't do that, pretty much I'm gonna teach you a lesson." So they gave me from 6 months. They went from 6 months to 51 months just because I wouldn't, you know what I mean, be a part of they, you know, help them with their investigation.
Gotcha.
This is how I know, like, if they got you to a point where they got you on a wiretap and you out, something ain't right about that.
You think Jim Jones put them on you? Think Jim Jones put the feds on you?
Nah,
He didn't know what he was doing.
they was on some they was on these other people. They ain't have nothing to do with Jim. I can't, you know what I mean, sit and tell just some shit just for entertainment. Like, I don't think he had nothing to do with that. I think he pretty much just, you know, told all of the execs and niggas that was trying to sign me and shit, don't fuck with me, or he was gonna fuck them up. And they was scared, you know what I mean, and pulled back from the situation.
How many months did you do out of that 51 months?
I did the whole 50. You have to do 85%. So I got locked up 2013. I ain't get out until 2017. 2012 is when I caught my the case or whatever.
Man, no 5K1, no safety valve, no nothing, huh?
Nah,
Real
it was
solid.
too, and
Solid all the way, huh? Hey, y'all
So
niggas
yeah.
pay
Cuban,
attention.
listen, Cuban.
Pay attention.
You know, my stance on you and the internet shit. Um,
But what
but
did that get you though? You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you solid, but like, yeah, I live good. I got $1 million house and cars and all that, but I work for that. Nobody ain't give me nothing when I got out of prison. The only
they ain't
people,
gonna give you nothing. You gotta
the
work
They
for
only
ain't
it.
gonna
people,
give you nothing.
only people that
That's
was
for
in my
you.
corner,
So
you know what I'm saying, was my parents and like, you know what I mean, my family and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's for
that.
you to
But
hold that.
like
yeah,
I worked to get this shit. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't come from this ain't no hustle money. This is from like 9 to 5, grinding overtime. Like, when I talk to you, like, I was at my job. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I say that to say, what really does being solid really even matter at this point in the game?
yeah. I mean, that's just the thing
That's
that
a
some
question.
people want to do because that's who they are. Some of us come from where we come from, but we got 30, 40 years invested in it. So we didn't already crossed over to another lane to where we really ain't got to worry about that now. Our biggest thing is just dealing with things when it's in front of us. That's our biggest threat because these days you'll have cats approach you playing and then it gets serious and then we in a situation to where we
Right.
gotta be solid because we can't say, dude upped on me first. We just gotta be quiet and take what come with it and try to beat it on the technicality or something. So, and that's why a lot of my homeboys, I be trying to keep them out of this internet shit because your mind got to be conditioned for it, especially if you're a serious individual. You know what I'm saying? Cuban
Right.
right here. I've been trying my best, but He been dropping good music.
Mm-hmm.
He been, it's still a side to him that he's handicapped at in today's entertainment world because it's 70% content, gimmick shit, 30% music, and he ain't a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
it's kind of like me sitting here trying to like, okay, well, how could I fill in the blanks? Because he's not gonna do what the rest of the people do for the gimmicky side. It just ain't in him. He don't
Right.
comprehend how to do that. He can make the music, he can do all that. He live a life, he's authentic. But it's kind of like I might damn near have to like get some youngsters to run his social media. Because he's not gonna do all of that.
You gotta figure out the
Well, see, the
exposure
thing
side
is
of it.
that this
He
this
ain't
this
gonna
whole
do it.
this whole
Yeah.
internet shit is like you said, it's a gimmick. To me, it's still new, and I don't get
Yeah,
it. I don't get a lot of the shit that and the things that niggas is willing to do
yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
stuff like that. So some of the times I think it's funny, it might be joking or whatever, and then sometimes it might be serious. You just never know.
Yeah, but you don't have that. You like, nigga, you like a motherfucking a Chevelle. Oh, Chevelle power, gas. You ain't got no brain in there that says touchscreen, all that shit. You don't understand that shit with this shit. Like, like somebody can see you, right, and be like, I fuck with Cuban Rob, right? Watch this. Academics can say, that's whack guy. I could go on live and say, this whack ass motherfucking dude, Cuban Rob, I heard this bullshit he put out. Let me put this link up. Nigga, you tripping. I'ma say, you gonna be like, fuck that bitch ass nigga. What,
Hell
what you
yeah.
talking about?
Hey,
I'ma be like, nigga,
I be ready to tear my own house up, nigga.
this what I'm saying. But see what I'm saying, Loose Cannon? I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna see it as Act know that's my guy, and he got 80,000 people looking, and because he said some fucked up shit about you, they're gonna listen to the song. Guess what? Some dick riders gonna agree with him. Some other people gonna say, nah, Act tripping, this shit hot. Let me follow this nigga. See,
Mm.
you don't have that computer chip in you to register that. Cause
But I think Cuban is getting it. I think he
no,
gets it because he see you,
you didn't
he
just hear
see
what he
me.
said. He said I would have tore the house up.
I'm pretty sure he will. But at the end of the day, I think that he's still
Look,
understanding.
that
Like
nigga would
I
have
have to
called
get
me
with
and
it.
said, "What? What's up with this nigga? Where this nigga at?" I'm like, "Dog, nigga, that's a good look." What you
I
mean
try,
that's a good look? Did
I
you
tried
hear
to
what he
call you, didn't
said?
answer the
Yeah,
phone,
I heard
nigga.
what he said.
I
You
was mad as
tripping.
a
Click.
motherfucker. That's exactly what I was doing the other day. I was calling you to
I'm
ask. I
telling
was
yo,
mad as
you lose. I know my homie, bro.
I know. And he burnt out. We got another burnt out one is too because Creep. I be telling him to do certain things, and I think he started to get it too. But at the end of the day, Cuban Rob with the music, hands down, I
No,
don't think nobody is
bro,
out
listen
rapping
to
him.
me, bro.
Song
If this was
wise,
another
Creep
era,
got it.
perfect. But nigga, it's 70% gimmick shit, 30% music. You know that.
Yeah.
And this nigga's not a gimmick. He don't even know how to program to that shit. I got it. I'm scared to get a team that's gonna go over there and say, "All right, we need you to do this," because he lying to sock their ass out. Nigga, hey,
I have
all
to
these niggas
try.
playing with me, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, we don't know until we try, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
Cuban
see,
Cuban be tripping. You give it a Cuban be on demon time all the time.
that's what I'm saying.
For
I
sure.
told you, I say loose. I know my homeboy can rap, but this era right here, he ain't gonna do all the other shit. He ain't gonna do it. He can rap his ass off.
Yeah.
I know he
But
got his
who-
own pen. He always been like that. But you know, maybe this thing we about to do, you've been exposed. He gonna be on that. Some exposure come from that. And maybe we can put together. I'm gonna reach out to Q to see if we can put together a team around him of some youngsters that can like maybe do some of the shit for him.
If you put some young niggas in there, I'm gonna wrap circles around them niggas.
No,
No,
it
you
ain't
talking about
about
just
rapping.
take care of
He
your
don't
social
get it.
media.
See, Luce, he
Your
don't get
social
it.
media. Not
It-
rapping.
We ain't talking about the rapping. The young
Fighting,
nigga got the idea of, all right,
shooting.
yo, Q, do this. And that, you know, it's content. It's more,
If them niggas tell me to do some TikTok shit, bro, they gonna get slapped.
you know what I'm saying, Luce?
You gotta hit the videographer, let the
Luce, now
I'm
videographer
you
be
not
see
doing
what
no
I'm saying?
videographer.
TikTok shit.
You
On
gotta hit
bud.
No, Luce, you always
Hey,
calling me
no.
this shit.
Hey, Cuban Kings bully them. Like they trying to help you
you
get where
just let him
you
do the
go.
All right,
videos.
look,
That's it. You
look.
ain't gotta
TikTok
talk at
just
all.
came back up
You
today.
just let him do the
I'm gonna look
videos.
into
And I'm going to be getting the phone call.
it.
He said
I
he
would
ready to slap
literally
a
have
nigga
to
for
be
mentioning
there.
him for TikTok.
I would literally have to be there when the shit happening because I know when the nigga gonna react. I know it. Like I know when he gonna react. Certain shit he do, he don't even know he do. Why I can
Yeah.
stop it. But even in there, I don't feel like tussling with this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll
Get that
get
nigga
him
some
hurting.
promo. We gotta get him some promo, man.
Nigga asked you to
Hey,
do some TikTok shit, and he's serious as a motherfucker.
Don't hit
yeah,
the
cause that
promo
shit be
guy.
pissing me off, bro. Bro, it pisses me off.
Lose, go ahead, lose.
No, the
TikTok is
only thing is
crazy.
we had to just put him in situations. You get what I'm saying?
See, but
For
that's
him
what
to
I'm
just
saying, lose.
sink or swim.
Listen, lose. See, that's the dangerous part.
Everybody gonna drown.
Yeah, you can't just put this nigga in no situation. You can put creep in some situations. And because it's a different stop in there. Once this nigga get to rolling, my nigga, because even if we stop him there, he gonna remember, and now he
Hey,
plotting on the
I'm
dude
still,
that we told
I'm
to
still,
do
I'm
what
hey,
he
still
was doing.
coachable, bro.
hey,
I'm
Wack.
still
No,
coachable.
listen, the 2-shot things flipped the whole thing up when it came down to Cuban and you.
What?
When you told him about the 2 shots.
Oh
Because I
yeah.
know him. I know the nigga. Listen,
Hey,
he
Wack,
just
Wack was
got
trying to
mad.
put
The
me
only
right on
reason
the
why that
spot.
bothered him, because I was able to detect it.
Yeah.
I just know the nigga. He know
He
I'm
was
lying.
hot.
I
Listen, bro,
definitely was.
he can't even lie to me. He's never tried to lie to me, but he can't. Especially if I'm in front of him. Like, I'll be like, yo, who did that shit? You know? He'd be like, you think about it. After 3 seconds, I know what he about to say. Fuck it, blood. That was me. I know the nigga. He
At least I'm
know.
gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna lie. Most of these niggas
Yeah,
lie
I
to you.
know him. He ain't gonna bullshit me because he know I know. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm saying, Luce, I'm like, bro, how we gonna get him to do the social media shit?
Now
Because
we're
you
gonna have to
know
just have
the
somebody take the
OG
phone
triple
and do
OG
it.
shit don't work. That don't work. You know that. So we can't have him do no clown shit. But shit, like we gotta figure
But
that part out.
listen, Cuban got a personality. It's probably you just have to put a camera on him and tell the camera is not there. Because
Yeah,
if he
because if you
knows
know
the
the
camera
camera there,
there,
he ain't doing none
freeze
of that.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he doing a good job now.
Okay, but listen, if we put a camera on him and he don't know it's there, now I gotta deal with the other shit. Oh, blood.
Someone get socked out.
Oh, who had the
Just make
camera?
sure the cameraman ain't no
I
square.
gotta deal with.
Make sure the
Yeah.
cameraman know how to
Nevertheless,
turn the
Bro, give
camera
me
off,
some
nigga.
give
It'd
me
be
see,
some
good.
that's some
credit.
hard
God
ass
damn.
music. We gonna have to figure it out. I don't
I've
know.
been
Yeah.
doing good
We
lately,
gotta
bro.
Hey,
I
find
get
a
it.
knocked
You
a
know,
nigga out in
get him a
like,
driver. Get
bro,
him a driver.
If Rick Ross has figured it out, we can figure it out.
I've been doing
Yes.
good lately, bro. I ain't put hands on nobody in a couple of months. You
I
know,
said it
I
my
ain't
whole
did nothing
life.
crazy.
Look at me now.
I
Hey, just reset the clock. Just reset the
That's
I
clock,
what
know
I'm
that
nigga.
the
saying. Like,
Hey,
crazy part
listen,
about it
man.
is we got 2 burnt out 100 side. Creepers burnt out, and then the extra burnt out nigga is Cuban Rob. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right, we got to watch
I
these
still
niggas.
I still got time though.
Yeah.
Now, if Third could rap, he'd do all the crazy shit. He don't give a damn.
Yeah, that nigga Third. He
Third
liked
don't
the
give a
camera
damn.
time.
Third,
Hey, well,
what you want to do backflips? Fuck it.
hey, look,
Third gonna do a backflip.
I could write all the Third shit, and he could be the rapper.
Yeah, Third don't care. Third don't care. But see, Third don't rap. Third don't care. He do the crazy shit. He care less, right?
And the nigga funny as hell.
Yeah, Cuban ain't finna. Yeah, I don't know. But I know he writing his ass off. We damn sure gonna give him a shot on You Been Exposed.
No,
Definitely
definitely.
gonna see what happens. R&B
Yo.
got a female that's joining. Her name is B for Better.
The girl from Mississippi,
Yeah, she
Oh,
hard.
she
she go
fire. Oh, she
crazy.
hard. Oh,
She
yo.
hard
Oh
as
yeah, Rock. I
hell,
want to get
boy.
my artist on there too.
Yo,
B
can
for
we bet
Better
on, can we
showing
bet
up.
on
Hey,
this? Shout out to Sports Center.
wait till the last minute,
Crip,
y'all
you
niggas.
should be trying to get on.
Yo, we need some slots, bro.
When is this
Yeah,
gonna
that
start?
too. That
We need
too.
some
When
like
that
wild
nigga
card
Goat to go over
slots.
there?
What?
When we
When
gonna
y'all
start
start
all this?
filming?
We doing the battle next week on the 20 next Saturday, Sunday on the 100 side. It's 32 people because we got to get down to the 15
Oh, okay.
on elimination.
Look to the
Oh,
other
okay.
side. You already know.
But listen, I got to run off to a meeting. I appreciate the homegirl Jaja for showing up. Luce, we really need to
You
think about
already
that show with
know.
her. I
I
think that could work.
appreciate
I
I
you,
think
think
right?
that could
homegirl,
work with her, bro, because she
homegirl
look
named
like,
Split
Jangling or something like
personality.
that.
Get it.
Jangling
Gonna be
or
dope.
is
yeah.
it Jangling or what's your other side?
Let's get
We
it.
gotta
I'm with it.
call it. I don't know. We gotta call it, but that shit'll work. Just to have her like going in some situations one way, another situation another way,
The other
and then
side.
maybe switching the
Yeah.
situations to get her way. That'd be
I see
crazy.
it.
Like, can you imagine
I'm with
her?
it.
Listen, can you imagine her going in one day performing as a rapper to the label, and then the next day coming back
R&B.
as the manager
That's
dressed as a female, negotiate the deal?
That's
Ooh.
crazy.
That'd be
Okay.
like,
It just be like Gigi, like just getting in trouble. Like I'm not getting in trouble. She just is like one version is the streets, and the other one is the pretty girl side of it. You see what I'm saying? Just different, like just life in general. The two different lifestyles that I have.
That's
Okay.
dope.
Stop.
But yeah, definitely, I
Look to
definitely
you.
appreciate y'all for having me on the show. Much
appreciate
love
you
and
coming
respect to
through.
all y'all.
Yeah, definitely. It's good conversation, man. We appreciate you too.
No, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, this
I
was
just
Listen,
want
dope.
to
y'all
shout out.
y'all go follow everybody on this panel.
Yes, sir.
Come
Cuban
again?
Rob,
Check-in time.
yeah, check in time. Cuban Rob is burnt out. Is burnt out.
I'm
Prince
in the
is
military.
he
Can you let me
said
know?
historian for all
yo,
good news. Ghost is
Okay.
yo,
speaker.
Nation's finest
yo, we're
hero,
gonna get
G.I.
with
Joe.
y'all.
Hey, I want to
Need
give a
them
I
shout
like
gotta
out to
run
like
down to
rebels.
this
Fall
meet.
Rock. Shout out
This
to
meet,
Stack
Luke. I'm
Bundles.
already
City be
late.
out
You
this
know what
shit,
I'm
niggas.
saying?
We're gonna get with y'all.
Shout
Gotta
out
put that
to
together. Listen, we're gonna run another episode in a couple days. The Exposers. Go check out Ghetto by True Car EKE. Go check out Big Flex, Cuban Rob, and Loose Cannon, and Love Lost? Love
Yep.
Lost by Cuban Rob. You can go to my page, you can see it, go to his page and see it. Hit the link and it'll take you straight to it. In the meantime, between time, y'all stay safe.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
stay smart, right? And we're gonna see you next time. We out.
Whoa,
all
whoa.
right, one.
Salute, salute.